Yeah, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. And yeah, man, it's Nets at night, man. So, I titled this Who Won a Trade? Nets Cavs of 76ers. And Andre 76 looked like he feeling some type of way. Andre 76 looked like he a little sensitive about the situation. Maybe because of what I said on the pull-up. But we gonna get to it. Oh yeah. We gonna get to it.
Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog.
It is sweet. Listen, I said, who won the trade? The Nets, the 76ers, or the Cavs? Now, realistically, I got to give some credit to Andre 76. He said nobody won. But what I will say is, shout out to Andre 76. I see you, Leonardo. I see Leak Bremer in the chat. I'm about to definitely throw the link in the chat. Y'all know that. But what I will say is this. When you think of these three teams in building, the Nets are probably second behind the Cavs, realistically, with everything the Cavs got going on with Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. They just got Imani Bates. They got a good team over there, a good young team that gives them a window to actually develop into a strong playoff team and then title contending team. They are going the right direction. They got a good coach in Bickerstaff, I think his name is. So I will probably say if I had to choose who won the trade thus far, I would say the Cavs won because they were involved in that 76er trade with Ben Simmons and everything. So I will put them first. I will put the 76ers last because of Harden and his antics. Everybody said that, it was a short thing with Daryl Morey. Even me, I said it the same. I said, they cool from Houston. It's going to work. And it turned out that way. I'm wrong. I was wrong in that situation. The Nets got Ben Simmons. He didn't really hoop, You got to give credit. You got to give credit to where it's due. He didn't really hoop like that. To make it seem like the Nets just clearly won the trade. Like I said, I give it to the Cavs first, the Nets second, and the 76ers third. Because we talking about the specific trade of James Harden. But I'm not going to hold y'all. Andre 76 in the chat, that's his team. He a 76er fan. We gonna get right to it. Shout to Andre. Shout to oh man, shout to Leonardo. He said, "Wait, how?" I'm about to put the link in the chat so we can see what you're talking about. Shout to Andre 76. Oh yeah, we gotta talk, man. I'm glad he actually pulled up tonight too, because of the whole Joel Embiid situation. He's the 76er fan that I kick it with most. Shout out to all the 76er fans, but I know Andre, through these streams. Shout out to the pull up. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Gino, he said, Andre 76 said Gino got the best pizza in New York. Shout out to that. Yo, what up, Andre 76? What up, Leonardo?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Andre, my G? Yo, the locker room got cooked tonight.
You funny as hell, Leonardo.
That dude got cooked. He got cooked like pig meat.
Hold it down. Hold on. We gonna get to that. I was watching some of that before I started. We're gonna get to that, but I wanted to talk to Andre 76 because everything that's 76. I think the Philadelphia 76ers really about to start their process over. Me and Andre spoke about a month ago.
I think I gotta get my Miami mascot on this one tonight. Hold on, BZ. Hey, check this out. I got
bro.
the Miami mascot. Hold up. Hey, BZ, the locker room got cooked today.
Yo, he got cooked, man. He get cooked every time he come over here. That's not discussion, man. No, no, this is shout to,
Oh,
listen. Shout to the locker room. Shout to Leonardo. But I cooked them first. You know, I rotisserie them. So, you know, shout to that dude that was cooking them. I heard that he was definitely had the locker room on the ropes. But hold on, Leonardo. Hold it down.
yeah, you
Andre
good.
76, man. Talk to me, man. What's your perspective on everything that's going on with Philly right now? Without me chiming in and saying this and that, we'll start with you. How do you feel about the 76ers going into next season? Talk to me.
I mean, obviously, it's turmoil going on right now with Harden on his, calling out Daryl Morey in China. I mean, every other season, it seems like the Sixers got something going on. Like every other season, 2 years ago, it was the same thing with Ben Simmons, and we ended up trading him to the Nets. And what I don't agree with is you said the Cavs won. I mean, when we traded Ben Simmons, like we gave up Ben Simmons, Andre Drummond, and Seth Curry, and we got back James Harden and Paul Millsap, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
And Andre Drummond ended up leaving the Nets, so you only got Seth Curry and Ben Simmons, and he hasn't played enough for the Brooklyn Nets. So I don't see how you can say that the Brooklyn Nets won the trade. The
No,
Sixers,
no. I didn't say that. We were looking at the title. I said who won the trade. That was a real question. I don't say
okay,
that the Nets won because Simmons didn't hoop enough for us to say, all right, well, look how well Ben Simmons is playing.
right?
But I did say out of all three teams, the Cavs won.
Okay,
I said
but I mean, I'm saying because the Sixers lost in the second round again, and the Nets got swept again. So when we traded Ben Simmons, it was a 2-team deal. Like you're involving the Cavs. The Cavs was a different trade with y'all,
Hey,
right?
hold up. I gotta stop that. Right quick. You know
hold on,
why?
matter of fact,
Because
no, you're absolutely right. But I had included it because for James Harden to get to the Nets, we had to trade Jared Allen. That's why I mentioned it.
Oh, but that's a whole nother trade though. That's a whole nother trade like a year
No,
before.
it is. It
hold up,
is.
hold up. I gotta stop that. You know why? Because to me, I look at it like this: like Ben Simmons have not played like 60 games for the Nets, and he played a lot for Philly, and still you all didn't make it to the finals though. So until Ben Simmons leaves the Nets, I can't sit here and say like that's just he's done. Like I can't do that. Once he leave, once Ben Simmons leave the Nets, then I could be like, okay, well Ben Simmons let them down. But when he was in Philly, like there was problem because you got to think about it though. They had problem with the coach. First of all, my thing is you got rid. Hold up. Okay, I have to take my hat for a minute. But you got rid of Jimmy Buckets, and then you didn't know what was happening with Ben Simmons, and then you had problem with the coach, and then you had all this with Philly. So my thing is, it's like until like right now, I'm looking at it like this. Nobody's gonna beat. We go. The Miami Heat is gonna go to the finals this season coming because until no team show like yo, we can beat the Heat because it don't matter what play you get.
Leonardo. I can't let you just run off and cap like that. It's dangerous. First off, Jamari Bouye is your point guard. All right. Y'all don't got Dame Lillard, and y'all don't got Gabe Vincent, and y'all
It
don't
don't
got
matter.
fucking
Look,
Max Struess.
Breezy,
Bro, all of
Breezy,
the pieces.
hold up. No,
Hold on,
no,
let me
no.
finish.
I gotta stop you. See, I gotta stop you because see, that's your problem now, Breezy. You think it's not about who you got as stars. You're becoming like the
No, I don't.
Lakers right now.
No, I don't.
It's
No, I
not
don't.
matter about who you got as stars. It's about chemistry. It
Bro,
don't matter who Jimmy
listen,
can feel on his team. That's all
listen.
that matters, bro.
Right. So hold on. You talking about chemistry? Let's talk about chemistry. First and foremost, shout out to Leaf Nets fans is the best fans. But first, let me get to it. When it come down to chemistry, again, like I keep telling y'all, Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges got a lot of chemistry. The shit they play
You
more
don't
games.
got no
Bro,
chemistry.
let me
Breezy.
finish, bro. When you
No,
speak, I'm gonna
no.
let you. Bro,
There's no need to finish
listen, bro,
because
listen,
you are
bro,
basing right now,
bro.
Breezy. You are basing a season of the Suns to Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. You
bro,
can't
bro.
do that.
Listen,
I
listen,
told you,
bro.
Mikal
You not.
Bridges
You just.
is a good player, but Cam Johnson got
I didn't mean to do you like that, Leonardo. But you can't just. You can make your point, but then when I'm trying to rebuttal what you saying, you're not even letting me talk, bro. Like, how you not gonna let me talk?
Real quick, before we even continue forward, I want to start this shit off by saying fuck James Harden. Fuck
Hold
him.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's slow it down, man, because we going a lot of different directions right now. You know what I'm saying? Let me just bring it back, and I want to say, shout out to Leaf. I seen you on Heart of the City earlier. I couldn't tune in. My phone is bad. I was just I was listening though. I was listening to the show, and you always repping Brooklyn Nets. Shout out to NYG22. He do Heart of the City. Andre 76. You more than welcome to come over there and talk basketball. Barry, you way more than welcome to come over there and talk basketball. And you too, Leonardo, but take it easy, man. But what was I trying to say? He was saying
About the
that
chemistry. Yeah,
right,
something about
chemistry.
chemistry.
I was saying that even if you don't want to consider the games with the Suns, the fucking USA team considering
Exactly.
good enough because they're not
Exactly.
contributing the fact that they play with the Brooklyn Nets for 28 games and they're gonna
Exactly.
get on the USA team. That's not it. They
Yeah.
hyping up this duo because they know when you contrast this duo and how many games other duos play together, they're on the top 5 as far as games played together. Their
Games
role
played
is
together,
changing
yeah.
this season for
Definitely.
them to be the main players that we go to for scoring, but that's not to take away from the chemistry side of it. Cam Johnson in an interview said, "I never played an NBA basketball game without Mikal Bridges.
Right.
His whole entire
Well,
NBA career, he played next to Mikal Bridges, bro. So
well,
when we
well,
talking chemistry, they got to be in a
well,
conversation."
well, not to cut you off, but Cam Johnson never played a basketball game without Mikal Bridges because Mikal Bridges has always been healthy.
Right.
Cam Johnson
You mean
has
Cam
been hurt.
Thomas?
No, Cam Johnson. Cam
Yeah,
Johnson.
Cam Johnson. Yeah, no, because he's talking about from Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Mind
He's
you,
from Philly, 76er fan. He
yeah.
might get a little
Yeah,
confused. He's still
So
good.
so Cam Johnson has said he never played a basketball game without Mikal Bridges. Has
Mm-hmm.
Mikal Bridges said the same thing about him? Because I
Wait, that's
promise you
not
it ain't
true.
true.
It's not
No.
the truth. Mikal Bridges came there before a season before Cam Johnson. They didn't come
But they
in
was
Nah,
playing.
the
but
same
I'm
time.
They
And
was both playing in the
not only
Western.
that,
They was both.
not only that, Cam Johnson was out for most of the year. Just a year ago,
That's
when he
true.
was in Phoenix, bro, like with an injury. So
Yeah.
realistically, the
But
225 games that they played together, being that Cam Johnson was a rotation player and Mikal was basically a starter for that team, is kind of flawed because realistically, I understand you going by games played, but how many minutes have
Yeah.
they actually been on the court together?
But
Is
okay,
the
no, let's
question.
slow it down. Let's stay with what you said. They also got practice together. They also
Right,
got preseason together. They also
right,
got training camp together.
right.
Not to mention that we've seen success in Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. You feel me? They just
Yeah,
became a duo. You
yeah.
know, we seen success from players just that first season as a duo. Even Jalen Brunson and Randall. You know, we seen it in just Sabonis. Sabonis just got traded to the motherfucking
Sabonis got traded last year to whatchamacallit. So
right,
at the
but that was
towards the
the
end of the
first
season.
season that he was with
Yeah, that was
Fox. They was hooping. They
that
scored. You
28
know what I
games,
mean?
and then the first full season they was hooping. I get what you're saying, but like I
Right.
think in terms of like what duos are like actually duos in terms of like how they feed off each other. I think I'd be far fetched to say that Mikal and Cam on this team is kind of far fetched from Mikal and like Nick Claxton because they're gonna be running dribble handoffs together, or Mikal and Ben Simmons because he's gonna have the ball in his hand, and Ben Simmons is gonna be probably the main facilitator to get Mikal a ball in the spots that you like to get in. That's just me, but I mean, I get what you're saying about the Cam Johnson issue, but to curve a little bit. I just want to get back to my shit that I said in the beginning. I
Talk
would
your
like to,
shit, man. Talk your shit.
I want to talk real heavy for a few seconds. I would like to say fuck James Harden. I'm pretty sure another person that's another fan of another team that's up in here currently feels the same way.
Yeah, he's gonna. But I want to hear his rebuttal. So what you say, Lee?
Yeah. So I want to say fuck James Harden. Everybody likes to tell me about what James Harden got lied to and this, that, and the third. I understand that in terms of a verbal agreement, but here's the thing. That and yesterday I was on the Chill Show. He liked to tell me about what Daryl Morey was doing for James Harden for all of these years, going all the way back to the Houston years. Can somebody in here tell me, other than the bullshit pay cut that James Harden took? Well, Andre, you can tell me. Other than the bullshit pay cut that he took for Philly, and in terms of not getting a max contract a couple, maybe what, a year ago, when he came to the team, what has James Harden done for Daryl Morey? When has he ever went to bat for Daryl Morey? When has he ever laid down and tried to go upstairs and do something in the front office for Daryl Morey, even in Houston? Because when Daryl Morey was dealing with that shit for China, I didn't see James Harden man up. I didn't see
Right.
James Harden come to his defense. I didn't see James Harden come to step
Talk
up
your
in the
shit.
playoffs. I didn't see James Harden live up to his end of the bargain, bro. When they got CP, and when CP went down, I didn't see James Harden step up. So let me reiterate: as a number 3, a number 2, and a number 1, James Harden has come up short in the playoffs. We've seen it for the
Short? How
last 12.
short? How short? Leaf Cake short enough. He can't get on the ride. Short.
Wait,
Short.
I'm talking.
Midget
I'm
short.
I'm talking about Coney Island under 4 feet short for the
Oh.
rise. That's what I'm talking about, bro. And we've
Oh.
all seen it for the past, bro. This June,
Love
what,
to love, but I don't want to be offensive to but they call what's the right way you're supposed to speak on people who, what is it, misadvantage? Because I
yeah, man.
said short, I was trying to
I
be funny, but you know, in these things you can't be funny for
yeah,
real. So
yeah. I
and
I
I didn't
can't.
mean no harm by it, but it's just a bad joke. But I just want to be
Yeah. It
appropriate.
was a
Shout to
bad
that
joke.
whole
I'm gonna read.
community.
I ain't gonna continue on with that. My bad about that. If
Nah, you
anybody,
good. I just was getting too hype.
yeah.
My fault. My fault.
But yeah. We was getting hype. I ain't gonna lie. But listen, can somebody remind me, Drake? Can you, if you could find something in your heart, because we both been through this. Now, we as a me and Breezy as Nets fans, and you as a Sixers fan, can you tell me when has James Harden never did anything good for Daryl Morey?
Hey
Can
man,
somebody tell me?
Nah, go ahead. Now, I want to hear
Thank
Andre
you.
because he
Go
he a
ahead, Dre.
76er fan. I want to hear his perspective.
Because this is on your side of the table right now. This is going on in your backyard, bro. So
yeah,
you good?
yeah, it definitely is. And I mean, when James Harden says Daryl Moore is a liar, like I'm trying to I really want to get context of it. Like, what did Daryl Morey lie about? You know,
Daryl Morey. Well, I could tell you that Daryl
or
Morey, technically, he lied about because apparently he came to James Harden and said, "I'm gonna take care of you the same way I took care of you in Houston in terms of like getting your money and this, that, and the third." So when
he
Daryl Morey
did.
went upstairs, he had his chest poked out, man, thinking he gonna, you know, have what he had done in Houston for James Harden. When the when the Philadelphia ownership and the money team said no, he decided to reroute because his ass is on the line too. Not just James Harden, his job is on the line too as a general manager. So the thing
Hey,
here, so
hey,
so
Hold
what
I
on,
James,
gotta,
hold on,
hey,
Leo. Let him talk. Let him
hey,
talk. Hold
hold on,
on.
Leo,
Nah, you
hold
take
on,
it
Leo,
easy,
yeah,
Leo.
yeah, yeah.
Damn, man. I mean,
So
No,
brother.
so
he's president of basketball operations.
yeah, president of basketball operations, right? So that means he has a boss. He has somebody upstairs that could get rid of him and
Mm-hmm.
that has the last say on whether James Harden gets paid. Same way he had in Houston. He was president of basketball
I'm with you,
operations, GM, or
peoples.
whatever. So here's the thing: he went upstairs, he thinking he was going to take care of James Harden, and James Harden took his word for it because their relationship going back to Houston,
Mm-hmm.
and the ownership was like, hell no, we ain't paying
But
James
yeah,
Harden.
but that's the thing. But right there, Leaf. But heavy on that. Heavy on
Right.
the his connections. You know how many times he could. You know what I'm saying? Could really call shots for real. Is heavy in Houston, but not in
Not
Philly.
in Philly. Not in
Like
Philly.
who
Exactly.
Daryl Morey is in Houston is not who Daryl
Not who
Morey
the
is in
Morey is
Philly.
in
And
Philly.
I think
Right.
James Harden, you know, him jumping out saying that, it goes to show that a lot of the flack that the front office of the Brooklyn Nets got shouldn't go on him. You know, shouldn't go
Exactly.
on them because
That's it.
if
Well,
it could hold
that's
on,
my
leave.
point. That's
Let me say this. Let me say this, Leaf. Two things could be true. You know, Maybe they weren't the best, but the way James Harden handling this situation, he gotta know what we just said as well. You feel me? Like
Yes,
you gotta know that Daryl Morey had more. He could pull more strings in Houston than he can in Philly. This is a
I
whole
think
different conference, bro.
to follow that, I think James Harden is an addict. I think he's an addict, bro. Like for getting what it trying to get what he wants when he wants, bro. Like and on time, bro. Like you don't like the thing is,
Appreciate you,
you
people.
don't go on camera. You don't go on camera, on TV, on live for everybody to see and say Daryl Moore, the only person that ever went to bat for you in management ever, the only friend you ever had in the front office ever, and went from team to team and got you and helped get you to Philly when you wanted to eventually wanted to be and set it all of these things up. And the one thing he couldn't do, we talk about the one he did lie to you. He did lie to you, James, bro, because he didn't tell you the truth. He didn't tell you what happened after that meeting when Philly told him they wasn't paying you. He didn't tell you that. So what did he do? He gets you to sign that player op, and your ass signed it. Your ass signed it, man, without any recollection about you whether you was getting a new deal or reverting your deal or whatever. And you signed it, believing in him, and you put yourself in a position where where you could be lied to, as opposed to controlling your own destiny like you always been. And this is to me, this is really a CBA thing because the CB, I'm pretty sure when they went to the negotiation tables before the CBA was passed, James Harden name came up a hell of a lot more than Ben Simmons' name came up. And a lot of people know that. And I think the new CBA and the people that push this thing through are tired of James Harden and Kevin Durant ducking fades and then jumping from team to team and trying to control their destiny. They tired of them players and they want them out. And that's the
Hey,
reality of it.
hey, let me say this right quick, Leaf. Hey, I want to say shout out to everybody, but I gotta say this, right? Let's
Go
be
ahead,
for
Leo.
real, right? Let's be for real right now. We know James Harden is better than Clay. Let's be for real. If the Warriors had James Harden, right, in 2016,
Yo,
we
hold
know the
on,
Warriors
bro,
will win the
bro.
championship. We know
Hold on,
this.
bro,
Let's be for
bro.
real.
Listen, Leo. We not talking about Clay right now. Hold on. And, Leafs is saying all that to get to Andre 76.
Yeah,
Let
yeah,
Leaf
yeah.
finish talking to Andre 76, and you know what I'm saying. Then you
Cause
could talk after Andre 76. But let Leaf ask his question
yeah,
first.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
so
yeah. Go ahead,
Andre,
go ahead, do your thing, bro. Do your thing. But I love James Harden though. That's
All right,
all right,
my
right.
fault,
So
brother. Go
so
ahead, go
so
ahead, go ahead.
so on so Andre, I want to know what's your whole theory on this after everything that I done said and after everything we know James
Yeah,
Harden
I
to
gotta
be.
put him in the thing because he talking
Yeah,
over
yeah.
too
I
low.
want to
Talking
know
loud. Can't.
what's your whole resolve on this whole issue, man, and what do you feel about the Joel Embiid to the Knicks shindig that ESPN tried to pull today?
Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot, and I heard that the GM for the Knicks was his former agent. I could be wrong, but I've been hearing that a lot. I mean, not just now, but like 2 months ago, I was hearing that he might, request a trade to the Knicks. But realistically, I don't really see that because I really think Joel Embiid is one of them players that would like to finish his career with one team. But I could be wrong, but that's how I see it. But as far as the James Harden thing go, like with him asking for a max contract, like, bro, we all saw you on national television how terrible you was in game 7. You was 9 points, like what, 2 of 7, 2 of 8 from the field, something like that. Like you had a terrible performance. So even as much as Daryl Morey would love to give you that contract, like, bro, he can't give you that because he will look bad. He might even lose his job because of how terrible you was. If you was 27 or 28 at the time that you played the Celtics and had this terrible game, that's a different conversation. But James Harden, like, you about to be 34 this year. You're. Go ahead, bro.
No. I was gonna say exactly, man. But I think the knock on the real knock is how does the 76ers as an organization get through this process knowing that James Harden then said what he said and did what he did and went on television did what he did. And what is Joel's feelings going forward as they just hired Nick Nurse, and I don't know what move, I don't know what offseason moves y'all really made, but like they just hired Nick Nurse, and I'm pretty sure Daryl Morey and James Harden, that's not exactly who they wanted. They probably was leaning more in the direction of Mike D'Antoni. What's next for this organization, if anything? Like, what's
I
the end
mean,
game?
the next thing is to get rid of James Harden, because right now he's made it clear that he doesn't want to play for a team that Daryl Morey is on. Me personally, I wish we can get rid of both of them, because Daryl Morey hasn't really been good for the Sixers. I mean, he's made some good moves and he's made some terrible moves. So me personally, I think we get rid of both of them. And with the James Harden thing, if Daryl Morey was seeking an All-Star, but I mean, it's realistically we can't really get the All-Star player that he's looking for.
Yo, hold on, but hold on. Let me
Go ahead.
Damn, man, it's hard. It's hard to even care as a Nets fan. You know, I'm glad that James Harden is not our problem. You know, I'm
I
glad
am
this is
too.
happening to the 76ers and not the Nets. You know, I'm really trying to be considerate and sympathetic for this 76er fan because I like this guy. But for not for nothing, I'm unfazed. You know, I said the process got to start over, and then Joel Embiid don't follow the 76ers. That's the nitty gritty. That's what we all here for.
Look,
But
What's going
bro,
on,
who
man?
really
You
has
want to
time?
trade?
But Breezy, who really has time to
What
check?
up, Kev?
Yo, what up, bro? What up, fellas?
Wait, what up?
what up?
Wait, who really has time to check and see who Joel Embiid follows? And I think that's really unnecessary, because why are you really checking who this player follows and who you don't follow?
Yeah. I
Bro,
think
they
that's a
trying to
little bit
stretch it. It's the off
unnecessary.
season, bro. Stop it. You know that's what they doing.
I mean,
But
but
at
I
the
mean,
end of the
but
day, that can't be good for a 76er fan.
listen.
Right.
I
I
will
mean,
say
Kawhi don't follow the
this.
Clippers.
I will say this. Listen, as a Nets fan and as a 76ers fan, it's fair to come to the conclusion that we both know what we now know. Now y'all know what we've known
Mhm.
all along,
Yo,
realistically.
Yeah,
Harden wasn't hurt before that trade deadline. Know what I mean, remember
I,
he was acting like he was hurt. He was faking it.
yo, but
Wait,
not for
Nah,
nothing
he was
though.
he was
I
hurt. He
will
was hurt.
say this though about
I
James
say both
Harden.
teams lost the trade though.
Nah.
Listen,
Go ahead, Kev.
listen. I will
I
say
want
this
to hear
about
Barry
James
too.
Harden.
Kevin Barry.
I agree. I agree with I think he's a snake in the grass, right? But I will say this: when it came to the Brooklyn Nets, he put it on the line for the Brooklyn Nets in that game 7 with the fucking strained hamstring and put a triple double up.
He
You know
did.
what I mean? And granted, y'all lost
Exactly.
the game, but he still gave it his all, bro.
Yeah.
So y'all gotta give him enough. Y'all gotta give him
Well,
some type of
all
credit.
right, Kev. To that, I will say this: but being
Yeah.
everything that we know about it, just going back to the Philly situation, like if it, like, let's just think about it for a minute. If Daryl Morey would have told him the truth, would that have made a difference whether or not James Harden was staying or not?
Nah,
I
nah,
didn't
we
think
not.
so. Like,
Yeah.
because my thing was, yo, if Daryl Morey told you the full truth,
Bless you.
now you would have been like, all right, let me put on this fat
Hello,
suit and let
bless
me
you.
get out of Philly.
Yeah.
You would already know it. They ain't paying you because Daryl Morey would have told you the truth. That was the
Mm-hmm.
truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I think he tried. I think James Harden. You know, you got to realize, like, the owners is looking at it like, yo, this is my team, and realistically, you know, I would kind of ask him to articulate what he really did. Shit, he ain't been there that long, and the team that they had is the team that they had. Well, who y'all got? PJ Tucker. He ain't do shit.
I think James Harden tried to be a good guy
What
in the
Daryl
situation.
Morey do? I don't ever care. I mean, but what
I
he do
think
for
James
the folks?
Harden. Yeah, my bad. I think James Harden tried to be the good guy when when he knew he couldn't. His play didn't back it up.
Right.
That is the common denominator out of all of this. James Harden, for the last 12 going on 12 years, this upcoming June will be the last time he was in the finals. He has been selling you for 12 years in the playoffs. He has sold repeatedly in the playoffs. I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
hear nothing about no triple double, Kev, in that game 7,
Yeah,
because that triple double was light. It was
Yeah,
right.
light.
but
Like
I,
It was light.
no,
It
what
was
I'm
light
saying
it
compared
though,
to
was
the
Kev,
triple.
like
But what I'm
You know why it
saying
was
though,
light? Because it was light to the triple doubles that he's used to. Even though he did have a hamstring, even though he did play
that's
75
all
to
I'm
fifty
saying.
percent.
That's all
That's
I'm
on the
saying.
coach
Most
though.
yo,
That's him trying
listen,
to get the
listen though.
contract.
But
Yeah,
listen,
that's him
listen.
trying to get money.
But
He
wait,
swung for the
hold
fist
up
and
a
about to get
second.
a motherfucking base
Hold up
hit.
a second. At least he played. You know what Jerry Lin gave us? You know what Jeremy Lin gave us? He was like, I ain't playing. I want my money. I'm
I
90%
think that was
ready. I'm 90% ready, but I'm sitting down because I don't want to lose my money. And he
I'm glad you brought it up, bro, because like you know what, that's one way of saying it, the way that you saying it right now. Another way of saying it is that Carmelo didn't approve. That's another way of saying that, but that's neither here nor there, bro. Like
yeah,
I
but
don't really know the full
that's the
background
point.
story of that.
That's all.
But
That's the only point that I'm making. That yes, he was a snake in the grass. I agree with everything else, but the one thing he did for the Brooklyn Nets, was he laid it on the line, bro. I'll give him credit for that. You know what I mean? But
Right.
everything else, the way he dipped on Brooklyn, I think it was
yo,
corny.
but not, but
Um,
okay. But while we here, Kev, let's call it what it is, right? This is a tough city to play in, right? You
so
and you
this
need play.
this
You
city
need
ain't for everybody.
right. You
It
need
is a
you
tough city to
you
play.
need
Yes.
culture players and to build around, and that's why the Knicks are doing what they doing. Shout out to them, and that's why the Nets going in the direction that we going in, as far as player development. Ain't no listen coincidence for them to get
I
four.
want to ask Kev a question real quick.
For
Before
they, I'll land a plane saying
yeah,
this.
go ahead, finish.
It ain't no coincidence that we got four new assistant coaches, all known for player development. You know what I mean? To say that to say this Sunday they're gonna be in front of the Barclays. All three rookies: Tyreek Whitehead, Jalen Wilson, you feel me, and Noah Clowney. They all gonna be there. Because they trying to, say like, yo, this is the new look Nets. I'm telling you, man, KD, Kyrie era is over. It's the new look Nets for new next season, man. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah. Real quick question for Kev. Hey,
No doubt.
I want to know how in the hell did ESPN get it in their minds that y'all was going for Joel Embiid in the trade? What's going on there, bro? Like, I
Because
need to
yo,
know.
bro, I think the media, man. We in New York. They gonna do anything possible to get people to get people. They you know what it is, Leaf. And listen, I'm a Knicks fan. I love my Knicks. The problem is that
Shit is hilarious.
certain certain Knicks fans fall for the
Wait, that's you
bullshit.
with the Knicks hat.
Yeah.
They fall for the
I just,
bullshit. They fall for the clicks, for the views, and all that. And these reporters get them because they know they're gonna react. You see, like guys like me, I don't feed into that because I'm against the whole star chasing bullshit because to me that shit don't work.
Word.
You know what I
and,
mean?
and,
It
and yeah,
doesn't
because
work.
everybody's seen how it worked out for us, and now they don't want to go to the plate and try to go for the Barry Bonds shit. They want to go
Yo,
for a
bro,
base
I'm gonna
hit.
be honest with you. I was never one of those fans that wanted KD or Kyrie on his team. I already knew Kyrie was a headache.
Me neither.
I
Me
think
neither.
Kyrie's a hell of a player, but he's a headache, right? I
Yeah.
think KD's a hell of a player, but I think that he health wise he has health issues, and I don't want to deal with that. And plus, we had to give him a year of free money, and I was totally against that shit. You know what I
Me
mean?
me too.
I
Me
was
too.
totally against it because I'm like, why I'm gonna give him free money? See, but look, y'all gave him this is what I'm saying. You gave him free money, boom, he booked it anyway. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like I didn't want to deal with that. And then the Joel Embiid, right? You got a guy, Joel Embiid. Everybody, oh, he's MVP this, MVP that. But you played with Jimmy Butler. You played with James Harden. You played with all these caliber players. Uh, Tobias Harris. Like you play with all this talent, and you still couldn't bring Philadelphia championship. I don't want that on my team. I don't want to break up my core to get a guy like Joel Embiid on
Exactly.
my team.
Bro,
Exactly.
Word.
the Jimmy Butler
That
logic
core is
don't work.
important.
It
Bro, the
does work
Jimmy
because you
Nah,
had Jimmy Butler.
he only played 25 games
He
with the
trying to
Sixers
get
to
rid of
stop
Stop,
it.
not
Joel.
for nothing, but
Yeah.
y'all chose
Stop it.
Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler.
Ouch.
Nah,
Yeah,
listen, nah,
sure
this,
Y'all
did.
chose
nah,
Y'all
Tobias
did do.
Harris over
Y'all
Jimmy
did do.
Butler.
here's the
Wowzers.
lie.
Go ahead,
That
Dre.
gotta
We
hurt.
traded. It was a sign and trade with Jimmy. Tobias Harris was a free agent that year. which means he had all the leverage. Because if you don't give him what he wants or what he deserves, he's gonna walk for free. So if you're the Sixers, what are you doing? You
So hold
traded
on.
Jimmy
Let
Butler.
me ask you. Can
I'm
I
trying
ask
to
you?
keep Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler's been to the finals how many years since y'all got rid of him?
Wait, time out.
But hold
Before,
on. I
go
want to
ahead.
ask you something. I just want to ask you: did they ever consider Tobias Harris and Joel like a duo?
Wait, what'd you say, bro?
I
Like,
mean,
they ever been a duo, like a tandem, like the 1-2 punch?
No,
Like,
it was always Ben Simmons and Joel.
yeah.
okay,
So,
so they paying him wild bread. He not even a duo with Joel Embiid. They need to break that process up, man. I ain't sorry.
Bro,
so wait,
you're not
wait,
listening.
Andre, the year that all went down after the Jimmy thing, you mean to tell me y'all had no other choice but to either pay Tobias Harris or let him walk because Jimmy was going anyway?
Bro, Jimmy was not really into what the Sixers were trying to do
That's
because,
not true.
bro, how you gonna tell me about my team?
Bro, he said he wanted to stay playing with Joel Embiid. He said it
Bro,
himself. He wanted to
did
stay.
you watch his podcast with JJ Redick in 2019?
So all right, so wait. All right, so I do remember that podcast. Jimmy did
I
hint
didn't.
that
I don't think I recall that one. I think.
Jimmy, no. Let me tell you, Kev.
Hey,
Hold
let
on,
me
hold
let
on,
me
Jimmy in
hold
talk
that
on.
right
pod.
quick.
All right, hold on.
Let me
All right,
talk right quick.
let Leaf
Hold
say
up,
what he
bro.
gonna
Hold
say.
up. Let Lee
Hold
finish.
up.
Hold
Nah,
on.
Yeah, let
Jimmy
Leaf
did
say what he
nah.
gonna say.
So
Then
Kev,
you can
in
jump
that
in.
podcast, Jimmy did note that he wanted to stay and play with Joel Embiid. He
Yeah.
in that podcast, he did note that. That's one of the reasons why he's been trying to get Joel Embiid in the trade talks, and that's why he's been in trade talks past couple of years. But he did say that. However, he did say in the direction that they were going in terms of the front office and everything, and building the rest of the team that he wasn't necessarily okay with. I'm probably paraphrasing a little bit, but made like he was on the fence about that. My thing is that at the end of that season, I think once they came out of pocket for Tobias Harris, it wasn't anything really left for Jimmy, obviously, but so Jimmy had to eventually go somewhere else. But I will say that in that game 7 against Toronto, Jimmy did go score the game time bucket before Kawhi eventually hit that shot that he hit. And Jimmy was arguably the closer of that team.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was the closer of that team. I can't even say he wasn't because Ben Simmons was basically a facilitator. Tobias Harris was like the third wheel guy. Joel played maybe up to like maybe what 19 and 14 and 19 points per game, 14 points, 14 rebounds a game in that series. And Jimmy was like kind of being looked at as the guy to like do something, but they couldn't do anything with Kawhi in that series. Kawhi was just
Right,
unstoppable.
He was killing.
Yeah, he
right.
was just
35 a
unguardable.
game.
But yeah, 35
Hey,
games.
Breezy.
So, but hold on, Leo. But I will say, like now it's kind of eye opening that Dre you brought that up that they pretty much kind of put themselves in a position where they had to pay Tobias Harris or let him walk
Right.
because as opposed to uh Jimmy, as opposed to getting Jimmy trying to get Jimmy to stay
I hear
and
But
that.
that's
everything.
not a
But
Daryl Morey
Right.
move, though.
That's not a Daryl Morey
no,
move.
that
And
wasn't a Daryl Morey
it's
move.
easy
No.
for people to look at it now because Jimmy's been to the finals like 2 times. Oh, the Sixers made a
Yeah,
mistake.
in hindsight,
Before,
it is easy to
yeah,
look at it.
before Jimmy had not even made it out the second round.
Nah, you
That
right.
Hey,
that is a fact.
let
You
me
right
let me
about that.
let me
You
talk.
right about that.
Yo, go ahead, Leo.
Go ahead, Leo.
Leo.
Hey, please let me talk. Hey, first of all, I want to say shout out to the panel. I want to say shout out to the chat. I want to tell everybody, you know what I'm saying? First of all, good night. I'm glad you all having a great week. I want to say I bless you all for all your families that everybody's still alive and everybody's still enjoying the night. But I going to say this right quick, right?
Right.
I going to say this right now. If James Harden was in the Warriors and Klay Thompson was in Philly, James Harden and James Harden and the Warriors would have beat the Cavs in 2016. Yes or no?
I
Yeah,
don't know, bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I don't
Probably.
think
The
so.
way the way
You want me to
James
tell you why?
Yeah, you
the
might be
way
correct.
no
Hold up.
nah, but Leo, my question to that James Harden in the playoffs though,
That's
we
what
all
I'm
know who he
saying.
is.
Okay, I got
I
a
don't
question
think
for
the
you.
Warriors win because James Harden be choking it up in
Yeah,
the playoffs.
James
Yeah,
Harden
Okay,
in the
hold up.
playoffs,
there's
we
that.
know about
Hold
it,
up.
Leo. That's
Right.
what.
Okay,
There's
I
that.
gonna stop y'all right quick. I gonna stop y'all right quick. You want me to tell you why? Because it's funny. because I love James Harden. James Harden is my G. I'm a James Harden guy. Like, let's keep it a
Leo,
buck. James
Leo.
Harden is a great player. But what I'm saying though is James Harden play with Chris Paul, who is fucking overrated. Let's keep it a
Wow.
buck. Chris
Wow.
Paul is not no
Right.
Stephen Curry though.
Well, hold
Let's keep
on.
it a
I
buck
just
though.
Wow.
hold on. I just want to say this because you said that, Leo. Shout out to Leo, man. That was a
Yeah,
fire.
yeah. Go
That
ahead,
was
go
a fire.
ahead.
That was fire. Hold on. I just want because you said that, right? But I think that's probably in contrast. You say like as far as Harden and LeBron, right? When you think about their careers, it's similar. Like I don't know if y'all
No,
knew, but
no, no, no.
Harden.
Hey,
Hold on.
no, no,
Bro,
no, no,
yo, let
Beezy.
me
I gotta
finish,
stop
man.
you.
Bro,
Hold on, I gotta stop
nah,
you
nah, nah, nah,
because
nah,
you trying to
nah, nah.
compare.
Hold on, mute.
Bro,
You
you
gotta
gotta let me
mute,
finish
bro.
my point.
You gotta let him
If
finish.
I argue with you, then I'm gonna lose what I'm trying to say, bro. What I'm saying is like, bro, the dude LeBron, he get a lot of people saying, yo, you ain't do nothing when you got to the finals. A lot of people ate, on Jordan Watch, nobody ate. And I'm saying that to say when you contrast James Harden's career where he gets in the playoffs and he don't make the finals, that's the separator. Because if Harden went to the finals every time and he showed up in the playoffs, he'd be that on that next level. But he not on Braun level. You feel what I'm saying? Because of the playoffs. I think the separator from great and good, I mean, they great and greater is you know what I'm saying?
The
The
playoffs.
playoffs and what happens there. You feel what I
Yeah,
mean?
and
So
I think to listen when I say James
he
Harden
never missed the playoffs ever in his career.
when I say James Harden in the last 12 seasons has been fumbling the bag in big games in the playoffs, man, like we could all go to it. And that finals in
Yeah.
2012, he was a no show. And
Yeah.
then and then you look at all the Houston years where all he had to do was win another game. Even
Yeah.
when the times when they got Chris Paul, they was a game away from being arguably the best team in basketball that we've seen in the last 20 years,
And
and
he
that was
didn't
the
show
Golden
up
State
at all. I
Warriors. And
remember
Bro,
he
that.
Chris Paul did get hurt though.
He
yeah,
did.
and
He
Chris
did.
Paul did get hurt, but
He did.
James Harden didn't pick up the slack as well neither. And then the next year
Right.
they ran it back only to get 4-2, bro, when Curry didn't have no points in the first half and then goes off for 30 in the second.
No
I
And then
KD.
think
and
that
then
was
they
the
didn't
year.
have no KD
No
neither.
KD. Yeah.
I think that was
So
the year. That was the year they could have went to the finals if CP3 ain't get hurt.
right. And then you look at the and then you got and then you got rid of Chris Paul and then you go get Russ. Guess what? Chris Paul takes the Phoenix Suns to the finals and they ain't been in the playoffs before that in 10 years.
Yeah,
So
that's
if you
true.
really want to keep it 500, man, about who James Harden is, man, like we all see it. It like everybody anybody if you all watch PC, they have saw it. Chilltown Hoops has said
but
it repeatedly. He
right,
said,
but
"Yo, we
let's
know who this dude is, bro."
right, but so let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? Because I see Barry there, Andre there. And I want y'all to get comfortable. First, Barry, I want you to get comfortable because I ain't hear you all night, and I want you to talk to me about the playoffs and KD. Because this is where to separate the great from the greater. You know what I mean? And
What,
when you
Barry in him?
yeah, Barry right there.
Oh, yeah, there go Barry.
He chilling.
Barry,
He chilling.
yeah, Barry all quiet, man.
Barry,
Barry, where you at?
he'll
I
jump
mean,
you
I'm listening to
talking
y'all.
bad
Listen to
about
y'all.
KD, kid.
Yeah, y'all talking about James Harden.
Yeah. So
No, we talking about KD. How KD get ran off the court in Game 6?
Huh?
Why KD get ran off the court in Game 6?
How James Harden didn't close out in Game 7? Game 7.
He went to Game 7.
Huh?
But
He went to a Game
How
7.
much?
KD went 0 for 8.
Oh,
Went
for what?
0 for 8 in the last.
But we can't put KD to James Harden. So James Harden
Nah,
never showed up in the play.
but what I'm saying, I'm asking, do you agree that it's the separator from great to greater?
Oh yeah, KD. James Harden nowhere on KD level.
Right,
I don't think James Harden is better than Russ.
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh
Either.
no, you wildin' now.
No, I
I
don't think
don't
he's
think
better than
so
Russ.
either, man.
I don't think he ever was better than Russ.
I think if you see Russ, bro, like
Nah.
Russ gives it his all. He
Yeah.
plays at 200.
Yeah, but
exactly,
he's not.
man.
He's
Russ
not it though.
give everything he got, man.
Westbrook
Russ
is
gonna
not a.
give you everything he got. He might
Yeah,
turn the
but he's not
ball
a
over
winning
like
player
I
though.
crazy,
love
but
Russ,
like he gonna
man.
give
Russ
you
is that
everything he got.
dude, bro.
like James Harden gonna lay down, get put on a fat suit, man, go to the strip club.
Yup.
He want his
Get
money,
fat.
bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, one thing for sure, two things for certain, bro. Like, we seen who James Harden is these past 13 going these past 12 years, 11 going on 12 years. We've seen it, bro. You seen it when he was with Kevin Durant, not once but twice. Said he sold your man's like countless times, Barry. I don't understand.
Yeah, that's right.
He sold him countless times already. He
I think
sold
he
Russ
did. I
countless
think
times
he
already.
did Russ dirty, man.
Yeah, he
Cool.
sold Russ countless times already. He
KD.
sold everybody, bro. Like, he's
Alright.
burned
Yo,
so many bridges. He don't have no bridges to burn left. He about
Who?
to be
What?
34, looking for a new
James
contract.
Harden?
Yes, James
Oh,
Harden.
yo,
yeah.
bro, he could. Yo, Barry, I'll be honest with you, man. He would have stayed in OKC with Russell Westbrook. They still be there
There
right
was
now.
no
He would have never
championship,
left.
bro. They wouldn't win
They,
nothing,
yo,
bro.
bro, they would have won a championship
No,
because
they
somebody
wouldn't,
would,
bro.
bro,
They would
If
have won
that
a
was the case,
championship
what is
had
somebody
this?
would
K,
have
had
went to
KD had
OKC.
KD
You
had
Bro,
bum.
Kevin
listen,
Durant
listen,
had
bro.
Kevin Durant not decided to be the sixth man for
If
Golden
that was the
State.
case, Westbrook would have had a championship right now.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you,
Westbrook is
somebody
not a
would have
winning
went.
player, bro. Westbrook is
Somebody,
not a winning player,
he
All
can
right,
be,
well, yeah,
bro.
we gonna see when their careers is done, man. Like,
bro. Y'all really putting Westbrook?
Nah,
Yo,
hold on,
bro,
Barry. Hold on.
so
Let me
you
ask
you
you.
think James Harden is more of a winning player than Russ?
What?
no
I
way.
don't know, bro. They both don't show up. To be honest,
No, that's
Nah,
not
I
true.
think Russ
Nah,
shows up.
nah. He showed up with the Clippers on
Yo,
defense.
he
He was
showed
yeah,
playing
he showed up
trash.
I
with
think
yeah,
Russ
and got
shows up. Like, James Harden clearly disappears.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't, man. I take Maxi over fucking James Harden.
Talk about it. The
I've been wanting
process.
Maxi. Listen,
What
I
up,
told
Andre
I'll take
76?
Maxi in a heartbeat over James Harden,
Dre.
kid.
I told you
Yeah.
early in the
What
season.
up, Andre
I've been wanting
76?
Maxi having the ball in his
Yo,
hands, bro. Like,
I told him.
But
I told
here's the
him
thing though.
Max.
Maxie
Yeah.
not a point guard. He'll go get a bucket
What
type
up,
player.
Reggie?
yeah. He's a more
Mm-hmm.
he's a more catch
Yeah.
Right.
and go. He's more catch and go. He's
Right.
definitely more catch and go.
Yeah. I ain't ducking.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you this though, man. Like I've seen James Harden plenty of times, and if I had to choose between James Harden and Russ, I'm taking Russ all the way, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, our whole division is in shambles right now, bro. Like, listen, the Boston Celtics got two Scottie Pippens, bro. Like, the Philly just went through what they would have went through.
And
You got
you got
you got Toronto.
KP with the plantar foot injury.
Yeah, you got the Raptors. We don't know what they doing.
Oh yeah,
The Knicks is trying to hit silent home runs, and
Mm-hmm.
then we basically got a team full of role
Yo,
players,
this is
bro.
like a this is yo Leaf. This like a mix, right? I'm telling you, why you don't think the Brooklyn Nets gonna rise to the top when you
Nah,
got 70?
I know we gonna
Yo,
rise to the
man.
table,
Y'all
but
gonna
the thing is, it's
that's
gonna
the
have to
eighth
come
seed though.
down to how much we
you
build.
funny. I said
It's
I'm not at the top of the standings, not the AFC.
nah,
Bro,
nah,
y'all gonna
nah.
be eighth seed, bro. Come on, bro.
Nah, not
Listen,
the way. But who in
Barry.
front of us? Philly?
you got a whole new coaching staff.
Bro, it's gonna be a new team,
Who's
bro.
going to coach? Is he coaching Embiid or is he coaching Harden? What's happening?
Who said two Scottie Pippins is crazy?
I said the Boston Celtics got two Scottie Pippens, bro. We all know
Oh,
that.
and Jalen Brown and
Uh,
Jason
They got two Scottie
Tatum,
Pippens, bro.
Tatum.
They have the Boston Celtics has two Scottie Pippens. The Raptors, we don't know what they doing. The Philly just went through
but but the
basically.
Nets is not on their level though.
That's a
Still
fact.
though,
Miami,
And that's
yo,
not
and you
now
know
we
what's
better than them.
crazy?
We
You know
better
huh?
than
what's crazy?
Better than who?
Don't
we better
nobody
than Boston.
mention,
We better than Boston.
don't nobody
You said
mention Miami.
wait, Cap, hold on. You said y'all better than Boston?
We gonna be better than Boston this
Oh
year.
my,
Yo,
yo, clip this,
Stop it.
clip this,
We
Wow,
gonna be
yo,
better. Yeah,
yo,
yeah,
Breezy, clip this,
wow,
Yeah,
Stop
yo,
it.
clip this,
we gonna be
Breezy.
better than Boston this year.
I'm a clip it.
wow.
You
We gonna
said
be better than Boston this
you
year.
said the Nets gonna be better than Boston, right?
We gonna be
Yo,
better than
Ah,
Boston this year.
I'm a
listen to
You
you.
want me to say it louder, bro?
I
We
love
are
these
going to be better
episodes.
than
I
I'm
love
Boston
gonna
this
remember.
year.
Yo, Cap, you heard this, right?
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it.
Yo,
We
it.
are
Philly
going to
fan,
be
you
better
heard
than
this, right?
Boston this year.
I heard it.
Listen,
Yep.
I like the confidence. I mean, I can't, hey, it is what it is.
Barry,
Yeah.
we are
Hold
going to
on,
be.
man. I think it was in the mix because that's why I be
No,
doing the
no, it
solo
wasn't in the
swing.
mix.
I
But
mean,
hold up, no.
say it
Let
again
me,
for the people in the chat,
Barry,
man.
hold up, Barry.
Oh man.
The Brooklyn Nets will be better than the Boston Celtics
All
this
right.
year. You
Okay.
hear me?
All right. I like
So
the
meaning
confidence,
the
I
but
mean,
Brooklyn
listen,
Nets
I'm
gonna
gonna tell
have a
you
better
this.
record.
Barry. I'm gonna tell you this, and
Wow.
because I always say it, bro. The two key components they lost Motherfucking Marcus Smart and Grant Williams,
Bro,
bro.
all
It's
right,
Exactly.
hard to
bro, I
replace
don't
that,
matter.
bro.
It still don't matter. The Nets is not
Nah,
better
but
than the Celtics, though.
but talk to him
The Nets is
about.
not better than the
He
Celtics.
only
Come on,
listen.
now
He
you
only,
should hear
bro.
Nick fan talk
No, no,
about
no.
missing point guards. Yo, the fucking players choice did is dirty, man. They had fucking Spencer Dinwiddie in the fucking C, and they had made a new column for Ben Simmons and put him with a L. I was like, God damn,
Look,
you
look,
know what I'm
look.
saying?
I
Listen,
don't
listen.
know,
This is
man.
But yo,
look.
not having a point guard, you thinking the Nets when they play good, we always had a good point guard, whether it's Steph or Kid or
Breeze. Hold up. Let me just
Kenny
put
Anderson.
this all to rest right now, bro. Like, I don't give a damn what no other page say about my goddamn team, bro. And but I really don't, bro. Like like this is why I don't talk Nets anything if it ain't a Nets page, if it ain't Nets Kingdom, if it ain't unpopular opinion, if it ain't you. I'm not talking about them because once we get on the top, they're gonna be calling up for me. They're gonna be calling, looking up for me because they already know I'm here in Brooklyn, and they're gonna be looking for me. I'm like, yo,
Bro,
I don't have nothing to say. What the Nets? No, the Nets is still garbage.
better
No,
than the
no, man.
Celtics though is crazy though.
I don't think the Celtics is crazy. I think the Celtics is shit.
Bro,
I
bro,
think they're gonna play.
bro, the Celtics roster is still better than the Nets roster. You not
No,
telling me that,
no, it's not. No, it's not.
bro? Oh my God,
No,
I'm
it's
out.
not.
I'm
No, it's
out.
not. Yeah. Please go. Go ahead.
Bro, Jalen Brown and Tatum alone.
Man, y'all, I don't
Tatum
know
alone is
if
better
y'all
than
got
any
better.
player
I
Jalen
on the
don't.
Brown
team.
I
and
just
Tatum
but
alone is better than the whole Nets
Jason Tatum
roster.
and Jalen Brown alone.
It's better than the
You
whole
know,
Nets
that,
roster. What we
I don't
doing
know.
here? What we
Them
I
talking
don't
niggas
got
is
about?
that type of
them
talent.
niggas
Yo,
is
hold it
they
down,
overrated.
Barry.
They overrated, and everybody gonna see how overrated they are this season because they can't lead.
Yo, hold on,
Really?
you talking
Oh,
wild
you
spice.
wildin'.
That's
Yeah, I
Yeah,
crazy.
don't know.
They're not leaders. They're not leaders, bro. They
I,
So,
not.
I,
bro,
I could to a certain point. To a certain point, I could understand why you would say that. You
yeah,
know.
but they nobody on that team is better than those two on
yo,
the Nets.
listen, no pun intended. Shout to Reggie Ventures. I see you, man. Like I said, man, you know I cook,
That
but
is a
no
fact.
pun
I
intended.
don't know how many
Listen,
times I
so
gotta say
I
it, bro.
just
The
I just
That's a
Boston
want to
bad
Celtics
take,
got
bro.
two
That was a
hold
bad
on,
goddamn
take,
leaders,
bro.
bro.
That was a
I
bad
just
take.
listen. I
It's not
just
a
want
bad
to
take. No, it ain't. It's a great take.
no. To Leaf's point, I want to ask the panel how important it is to lose a big voice in the locker room.
It is important, bro. A
They
guy
not
like
only lost a
Marcus
big voice,
Smart.
they lost their bodyguard.
Word.
They lost their heart.
The
They lost their
toughness. He just
soul.
had
Okay.
Depoy.
Yeah,
They lost
he the one.
they lost
He
the leader. They
he
not
the
only
one.
lost
He the one that
him,
keep Jason
they
Tatum
lost
and
Ime
Jaylen
too.
Brown together, bro.
Yeah, they lost Ime, another leader that they had because you know why? Because JT and JB are not leaders.
Mm.
They just two niggas that just so happen to be good and happen to be on all pro teams. That's what it is, bro. Like
Damn.
that's who they are.
I
Bro, but
wouldn't
Mark
be
you
my
said
words,
they,
surprised.
bro.
I wouldn't be surprised if
but you,
Jason Tatum left, man.
Oh shit.
I
Because
wouldn't be surprised
at
if Tatum
certain
left
point,
neither, bro, because
I
they
remember.
can't play together. It's clear.
Yeah, I remember they was beefing throughout the season, and I remember that. I remember he was
Marcus
It's
Smart.
really
clear.
He the one who stopped the beef. I remember that. He said, yeah,
Marcus Smart stopped that.
wow,
Yeah. So
Because guess what,
damn,
Barry,
they
when
traded
last
him.
the year that they went to the finals, bro, after RJ Barry put a shot in their face,
Mm.
they was 20 and 21 before
yeah,
the
that's a fact.
when he hit that shot.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
that's
That
all fact.
did
bro,
they?
you said the
Hold on,
Nets is better than
no.
them, bro.
Hold
That's
on,
what
did
you
they?
They
said.
are better than them.
No,
You're
bro. They
smoking,
trade
bro. I don't know what you're
Barry.
smoking.
Listen, Barry. They
You smoking
traded
that? You smoking that
Barry.
good weed, bro?
Barry. They traded the dude who painted his hair green for
Bro, I don't,
the
bro.
Celtics,
It
bro.
still don't matter. The Nets is still not better than the Celtics.
The Nets
Bro,
will
nah,
be better than the
listen,
Celtics
slow
this
it
year.
down, bro. Take it easy. All
Is
I'm
you
saying,
crazy?
The
listen, I'm
Nets will
just
be
trying
better
to
than
Did
the
I bump your
Celtics
head
this
or
year.
something?
The
listen. I'm
Nets will be
talking
better than
about
the
the
Celtics this
impact
year.
of a big voice in the locker room and what it means for chemistry.
And
What
one
it
of
means
your
for
best
chemistry.
players coming off the bench.
Like
Exactly.
a glue guy.
And you
Oh
think
wow.
and
Who's the best voice? Who's the
you
best
know
voice in the
nah
locker room for
because
the
you know
Nets?
what Barry is looking at the star power that they have with
That's
JT
crazy.
and JB. That's
Mhm.
what he looking at.
Wait, who's the
Bro,
voice for
That's
the
what
Nets
those
Barry is
locker
looking
room?
at. Barry is looking at star. It's the
those
same
two
shit he
players
look
alone is
same
better than the whole Nets roster, bro. So what are you
it's the
doing?
same thing all KD fans do, bro. They
Individually.
look at star. Who the star of this team? Who
So
the
you
star of
think
that team? Who the
stars
star of
is
that
more
team?
important than chemistry? Let's talk about it.
Bro, the Nets is not better than the Celtics. Stop it.
The Nets
No,
will
I'm
be better
I'm
than the
not
serious.
Celtics
gonna
this
sit
year.
here and
Talk
act
about
like,
basketball. We're not talking. Listen, we talking about team A
If
and
if
team B.
if
We
if
talking.
they
I'm asking, do you care more about stars or chemistry? That's what we talking about.
Of course, he care more about stars, bro. It's a KD fan, bro. Like that's what
yeah,
they all do.
I gotta give him that.
Come
Yeah.
on, bro.
Yeah,
That's
KD
all they
Kev,
fans
care
first.
about is star
Kev,
power, bro.
Kev,
But let me tell
is
you,
the
I'll be
Nets is better than the Celtics?
They will be better than the Celtics this year.
a healthy
Kev, you think
Kristaps
they Celtics? You think
Porzingis.
the Nets gonna be better than the
How many
Celtics?
times?
I just think if
You
a
want me to?
healthy Kristaps
You
Porzingis
want me to type it in? Hold up.
with a healthy Kristaps Porzingis, it's gonna be difficult. A healthy one. But without Kristaps Porzingis, I don't know.
Oh,
I
they
don't
still
know.
have Robert Williams. Wait, oh my God.
Yeah, but he don't, he's good defensively,
So,
grab
so you
rebounds,
saying here saying
shit
the
like
Nets is gonna
that.
be better than the Celtics?
But bro,
That's what you saying?
you lost your number one point
Oh
guard.
my. Oh, all right. I'm done. I'm done talking to y'all. Y'all wild.
You know, I'm not saying the Nets are better, bro. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is they took a hit, bro. They took a hit. The Celtics took a
I
hit,
didn't say
bro.
that, but they still a good team, bro.
Yeah.
You
They
acting like
gotta
they
prove
like
it now. They
you acting
gotta
like they're
Well,
gonna be like an AC team. They're gonna be in the top three
I wouldn't
at
be
all
least.
right.
surprised.
So
I
hold
wouldn't be
on. Look,
surprised.
look, look, look.
I wouldn't be
The
I think
team.
surprised
they're
if they
gonna be
dropped to the
five.
AC.
I
Look.
think they're
I
gonna
really
be
would.
like in the 5 to playing range.
Nah, it's not. Y'all
So
wildin'.
so hold on. A few things I want to say because I hear y'all talking. This is an interesting conversation. I'm gonna play this shit back tomorrow. I ain't gonna cap. Shout to Leaf Diggy. You know what I'm saying? He said the Nets will smoke the Celtics this year.
All right, we gonna see about that.
You know
All
what I'm
right,
I
saying?
smoke them niggas like a cigarette, man. Them niggas is
all
trash.
right. When Tatum drops 60 on y'all, I'm gonna be the first one in here.
Yo,
Oh
listen, I'm
Niggas is
man.
gray
asking.
their
Look.
ass, man.
So
Ain't no light skinned nigga putting
what I'm
that much
asking you is,
viral on
and
the team,
again,
bro.
two
Garbage
things. The
ass.
few things I wanted to speak on. I wanted to mention to you guys to address. You gotta give credit to anybody on the USA team. I know it ain't a lot of chemistry with Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges, and that's the conversation going opposed to what the Brooklyn Nets fans say. But again, remember, if you on the USA team, it's for a reason. You know, they don't even name the team yet. I gave it the come up team. Everybody on that team is on a come up. They all about to do something big in they role going in the NBA. Like they the next guys. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Edwards, they talking about he's gonna be the best top five guard. Everybody talking about Anthony Edwards. Brandon Ingram for sure. They looking for him to have a breakout year. Triple J, like they got hoopers out there, and they got Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges and respectfully Jalen Brunson. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I don't know. Maybe Maxi should have made the squad, but I don't know. Maybe Jalen Brunson took his spot. I don't know, man. Who better, Brunson or Maxi? I mean, I'm starting shit up, man. I mean, why not?
Nah, Max
Brunson's better.
We're not
Brunson's
doing
better. Brunson's better.
I
that.
think Maxie got more of an upside, bro, but Brunson
Oh,
right
I
now
know. I
is
just want to hear
is
the
better.
76er fans say, who better, Maxi or Brunson?
No,
I
I'm gonna
think
give it to
Maxie has
Brunson.
more of an upside, but Brunson is
Yeah,
the better
Brunson's
player
better.
as of right now.
Yeah.
I think Brunson is putting that number one role, man, and I think he's dwellish pretty okay in that number one role, even though Tom Thibodeau is a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
Um,
he could be an
yes,
idiot. He
and
can.
Tom Thibodeau is basically going. Yeah, Tom Thibodeau is going to put some caskets out in New York, just like he did in Chicago. If you don't got to take my word for it, just go ask Lou Deng, just go ask Kirk Heinrich, just go ask Joe Kim Noah. Go ask D Rose, who's still in the league. He in Memphis. Go ask him how many caskets, bro. That nigga's the Mike Shanahan of the NBA. Bro, he'll leave your ass out there, man, for an extra 40 minutes if he needs to, bro. Like them niggas is gonna be drained. And
We could be down 20 with like 5 minutes to go in the fourth
and he
quarter.
leaving
He
the
still
starters
got
in there.
all the starters in there.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly what. And
And
Nick
so that
and
it happened to us in a game already where we was down by like 20,
right.
and fucking RJ Barrett twisted his ankle, gone for 2 weeks.
And yeah, and after all the stuff that happened, man, in these past couple of years, I kind of feel for Dre a little bit because Nick Nurse is the same goddamn coach. He just so happened to have a championship. That's all it is.
Yo,
So I would like
since we going there, who's the king of New York right now? I want to hear this.
right
With a
now,
player or
To
the
me,
team?
to
Yeah,
me,
player, the Knicks and the Nets.
Jalen
Knicks
Brunson,
and the
Jalen
Nets.
Brunson.
Okay, okay.
Jalen Brunson, bro.
Hmm.
Yeah, it might be Brunson for now.
That dude, he completely changed the atmosphere in New York, bro. Like,
I have, yeah, he has done that, bro. But I mean, I mean, to put him as number one, it's kind of a tickle me Elmo kind of number one, bro. Right now, I mean, I mean,
Mikal Bridges and them, they're gonna have to prove otherwise.
yeah, they are. I mean, no, listen, Brunson. I will go as far as saying this. Listen, as far as free agents, Brunson is number one as far as number Knicks pickup in the off season, bro. Like that they ever had. To
Yeah,
me,
since,
I listen. I dare any Knicks fan to challenge me on that, bro. Like I don't give a damn who it is, bro. You can give me
he's been the
Bernard
best
King.
point guard since fucking Stephen Marbury, bro.
Nah,
Stephen Marbury. I can't. Mark
probably.
Jackson. Like,
I don't even think Steph had the years in New York that Brunson just had. Like
nah,
to me,
nah, because
so
like he did it in 1 year. We went to the second round of the playoffs, and in the second, even in the playoffs, he was our best player.
he was the
So
best
throughout
player
the
in that.
whole playoffs.
He was the best player in that Miami Heat series, and I got Miami
Yeah.
Heat fans that'll tell you that. But
Nah, yeah, I agree. I don't.
somehow some way, this is what it comes down to with the Knicks. Like they could have, everything peaches and herb. They could have everything peaches, but not have the herb. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have everything all the way to 99%, but that 1% is missing, and they slip and fall off a slippery slope. But
Oh,
that's basically New York Knicks basketball in a nutshell and their history in a nutshell, man. Like everything could go right and then that one thing go wrong and then they shut their franchise back like a whole into the decade that the 2000s was.
well,
You know what
that
I'm
can.
saying?
I
So
mean, that can happen to that can
it can
happen
happen to anybody, but
to
it's happened
anybody.
more. But it has happened more frequently in history to the New York Knicks. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Listen, as far as our division goes, man. Listen, I'm gonna say it again, man. Listen, Boston, they overrated. They've been overrated. Like to me, bro. Like they just one of them teams, man, where everybody feel is this like they want Jalen to like the league kind of want Jason Tatum to be the new face, bro, but he really ain't ready. Like it's a lot of players that they want to put him over, but he's not over. Like
But
and
don't that make the league more interesting, Leaf? The fact
no, it
that
no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't because they trying to push
all right,
something that
so
ain't there.
all right,
Like
so
that's
hold on. Let me ask you, right? And LeBron, like that, far as errors is concerned, you see KD, LeBron, Steph Curry. This we seen their error. You see them. What if you're a fan of basketball? You
they
see what
era
happened
fucking suck.
when you know what I'm saying when they went up against each other, right? Far as rivals is concerned,
Put them niggas in the finals 4 straight times. They ever fucking suck.
you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah, that era is
I'm
fire.
right.
That
I'm
era is
saying, I'm
ass.
saying, I'm
But
saying that.
that era kind of ruined basketball.
Yeah,
No,
ruined
that
basketball.
Nah,
wildin'.
Oh,
KD
man, we
ruined
should
basketball.
hear the
Uh,
opinions, man. But I
That's
don't.
cap.
Katie, and LeBron ruined it,
They ruined
That's cap.
basketball.
That's
They
big
started
cap.
and
that
James
whole.
Harden ruined
They
it. Yeah, yeah,
started
they did.
well.
That's
Yeah, they did.
wildin'.
Nah, it's true. They
LeBron
did.
started
Bro,
the whole. LeBron started the whole. All star tandem shit. But then KD did the snake shit and joined the. You know, what he did
bro,
was
but the
way
NBA,
like,
the NBA,
bro.
the NBA is
to
nothing
me,
without
to,
LeBron. Without LeBron, though. That's
Nah,
a
to
bro.
fact.
That's cap.
nah,
What?
that's definitely cap. That's
That's
definitely
Bro,
definitely
the
cap.
cap,
NBA is
bro.
nothing without LeBron.
LeBron,
But
yo,
when
bro. Let
LeBron
me tell you
retires, the
something.
NBA is
Hold
not
up,
gonna be the same, bro.
yo, Barry,
The
Barry.
NBA
All
will
right,
go the NBA will go on the next 100 years without LeBron, bro. What do you like?
And it's gonna
Please
be
stop.
real competitive. It's gonna go back to the way it should be, bro.
Yeah, and it's gonna go back. It's going back to competitive ball now.
so
LeBron is
Right?
y'all,
out here
so
getting.
basically what
LeBron is
y'all
out here,
saying,
like we talking about LeBron. He out here getting swept by Serbians, bro. What are
Yo,
we talking
word,
about?
bro,
bro.
what?
Your man
Come
is
on, bro.
Bro, LeBron
struggling.
took
Yo,
the,
bro, your man LeBron is struggling to make the
He
playoffs
been
now,
swept in
bro.
3 different decades, bro.
oh
Let's
no, y'all
bump
not gonna do
status.
this. Y'all not gonna do
What
this.
you mean,
I'm
Y'all,
yo,
doing it. No,
Barry?
I'm doing it.
Barry, listen
I'm
to me,
doing
that
it.
yo,
is
Barry. Listen to
violent.
No,
me.
no, we
Bro,
doing
one
it.
of
Your
the
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
greatest
we
listen.
doing it.
players, bro. What?
Yo, Barry,
We doing it.
literally, your man
Bro,
had Russell
he
Westbrook,
took a
Anthony
Cleveland
Davis
team to the
on
finals by
his team.
himself at 23.
Yo, bro, listen.
He's
He had
overrated, bro.
You said
Anthony
LeBron's
Davis
over. Oh
and
yeah, you
Russell
don't know
Westbrook.
basketball. Yeah, y'all don't know basketball.
What?
Nah,
Yo, man,
I
yo,
definitely know
bro.
that. I know that
Yo,
LeBron is overrated.
wow,
Y'all is
bro.
He's
wilding now.
overrated.
Now
Nah,
y'all
he's
You
tripping.
overrated.
wildin'.
He's
You
always has been.
Y'all
wildin'.
is
No,
wild.
I'm not.
You
No, I'm not.
wildin'.
No, I'm not.
Y'all is wilding,
LeBron been
bro.
overrated, bro. It's just
Nah,
that they
bro.
They sold you ice. They sold you bad ice cream, bro. That's what they did. Like the league allowed him to get away with a whole bunch of shit.
I
He
don't
played the
know
same
how.
way
I don't
he
know
played the
how you
same way
Oh,
got.
he did
y'all
the
really
last
saying here
15
LeBron
years.
is overrated? Oh my god.
He been
I never
overrated.
said LeBron is overrated. You never
I
heard
did.
me
Leaf
say
said
that.
that. Leaf said
I
that.
did.
Yeah, but you saying y'all. I didn't say that. All I'm saying is your man had two of the best players, two of the best players in the league playing with him, bro. And he could
Who?
and then Russell Westbrook had to leave the Lakers,
Bro, Westbrook
and
is
they struggled,
trash, bro. Like, bro,
and
you
they
saw how the
still
way he
struggled
played?
to make the playoffs, bro. How many
Bro,
you
Westbrook
got
is
lucky in
trash.
that COVID season? You got lucky.
Come on, y'all wilding, bro.
The COVID season, they got lucky, bro.
Bro, you caught up. Nah, bro.
That COVID season,
That
bro.
COVID
They
season
didn't
was
win a
bogus,
championship. They
bro.
won a tournament. It's still
Bro,
called the
that COVID
NIT
season was
Invitational.
bogus. It was bogus,
It's been
bro.
bogus because they left 8 teams at home, bro. That didn't even
Bro,
come to
do
the
you
damn
notice LeBron went to the
into
finals
Disney.
10 times in a row?
That's good. I'll give
10
him
times in a
flowers. He
row,
also
bro.
lost a lot of those.
Look at the
Yeah, he
teams he
went
had.
4-6, but come on, bro. What
He
other player
also
did that?
lost a lot of those, bro. He also lost a lot of those. All right.
Exactly.
You know, out
Exactly.
of the
But
10
every team
championship,
LeBron
he
goes to,
promised
they win a
Miami,
championship,
right?
though. Every,
Remember Leaf when he guaranteed 10 championships for Miami?
Not 1, not 2, not
Not
3, not
one, not
4, not
two, not
5,
three,
not
not
6,
four,
not
not
7.
five,
but,
not six, not
but,
seven,
but, but,
not eight, not, and then dipped
but
on
if he would have went to the
Miami.
Knicks, you would have been hype if he was on the Knicks, though.
But he
I'm
wouldn't have
glad he
never
didn't come
came.
to the
Then I'm
Knicks. He's
glad he
too
didn't come
scared
to
for
the
New
Knicks.
York,
I'm
bro.
glad he didn't come nowhere near the this area, bro.
At least I
Me
give
and his,
KD credit. He went to Brooklyn, but
I'm not
you
giving
know,
KD credit for coming over here anyway. The thing is,
Talk your shit, Lee.
we never needed any superstars. The city sell itself.
No,
Talk
yeah,
that.
that's
that's a
Because the
lie.
thing is,
That's a
but
lie.
because
the
Talking it,
point.
yo, talking
That's
his
a
fans,
lie.
listen,
But
bro.
we
hold
never
up,
needed
wait a
no damn
minute. But
That's
superstar.
a
wait a
lie.
minute. They still
We
chose to
never
go to
did.
Brooklyn. They
We
still
was
chose to go to Brooklyn.
because
They
we was
came
building
to
a
the city.
culture here. We was
Okay,
building a culture here.
so you
That's why
can't.
they wanted to come
That's
to
the
Brooklyn.
one
They
thing.
like what we was doing. They on
That's the
record
one thing
saying
you
that.
can't
Exactly.
take away. That's the one thing. Nah, don't give me that bullshit, bro. Because they could have
They
chose
said
any
that, bro.
other team. They could have chose to go. He could have stayed in Golden State, bro.
He
They
could have
just won a
stayed in
champion.
Golden
He didn't
State.
have to go to
nah.
Brooklyn,
But
bro.
He
Kev,
could have stayed in
He
Kev,
didn't
Golden
Kev,
have
State.
to
real,
go to Brooklyn.
He
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
No, he
So hold
Kev,
didn't.
on. But what I'm saying is, don't seem
Kev.
like, and I'm saying it to Barry because he a KD fan. Don't make it seem like he did us no favors by just getting to the second round in four
But
Exactly.
seasons.
y'all didn't do him no favors because he just had won a championship with the Warriors, bro. Y'all didn't
Facts,
do him no
But
favors.
but but
facts,
but but
facts.
As a matter of
No, we
fact,
ain't doing no
hold up,
favors. They
hold up,
give
hold up,
hold up,
DeAndre
wait a
Jordan minutes
second,
over Jared
wait a
Allen.
Facts.
second.
What
As a
was
hold
matter
up.
of
that
fact,
on?
you could thank
All right.
Kyrie. Kyrie's the one that convinced him to go to Brooklyn,
Yeah,
bro.
he wasn't. I ain't gonna lie.
What
He
are
was
you
going to go to
talking
the Knicks.
about?
He was going to
I'm
go to the
talking
Knicks.
about the fact.
It
I'm
was
talking.
Kyrie
I'm
the one.
talking
You
about.
absolutely right. It was Kyrie the one that had to
I'm
get
talking
benched.
about the
And you have
fact
that.
if I'm talking about the
The
fact
fact,
that
but
when
ho-
superstars play GM, that's what we really talking about, right?
hold on, Breezy. Nah. Because listen, I'm gonna end this right quick, bro. Like the whole point that y'all missing about this, the Knicks nor the Nets never needed no top notch stars, bro. But all they was gonna do is put a bigger
No,
cloud over the
say the
city.
Knicks, not the Nets. The Knicks
It is
will
no.
sell out the arena
I'm saying the
regardless.
Nets. I'm saying the Nets, bro. Remember, we won a playoff game with a snitch ass nigga named D'Angelo Russell. So
Yo,
I
that's
don't even want to
right.
hear nothing about. But I don't want to hear nothing, bro. We was winning playoff series with Paul Pierce
Like,
after.
this
We was
like,
winning playoff series with Paul Pierce post Celtics, bro. Don't talk to me about, bro, what we needed, bro. Like I don't want to hear that. We was winning playoff series with a washed up
yeah.
KD and Paul Pierce, man. Leave me alone, bro, about what KD did, bro, post Achilles when we paid him free money for a year. Leave me alone about that, bro. Like, leave me alone about
Bro,
what
y'all
KD
playing,
did.
bro.
We all know
Simmons
he a
right,
great
bro,
player,
Simmons
but
right now is robbing y'all. So what are y'all talking about?
He did rob the
my
Nets
bad,
for that
Simon.
1 year, bro. He mugged them niggas.
Bro, it's
He
KD.
mugged
What are you talking about? This is the one of the greatest players. Of
It's
course you're gonna give him
KD. What
one.
are
Now the
we
Nets
talking
he,
about?
fans,
See
we
what
knew
I'm
who
he
we was
saying,
mugged
bro?
signing
them
up
Like
for
for.
that
We
1
knew
year.
KD
niggas
wasn't
be
gonna
He
play
bending
got
out
over
free
for.
backwards
money.
for these players,
I was
bro.
tight
Like I
about it,
don't.
but we knew that was gonna happen.
Breezy,
Like
He
we,
you
got
come
free
on, Breezy.
money.
You was a Knicks fan that time. Come on, stop it.
Yeah, he
Bro,
got that
like,
free
y'all
money.
got jokes,
but
You
see,
man.
the
see my
thing is,
picture.
Let the jokes fly, man. It's cool.
You see
But
my
listen,
picture, man. You know,
yeah.
like
Yeah, shout out to
nigga had
Leak
breezy with
Bremer.
it.
Leak Bremer, he had posted a comment
Nigga had
earlier. I don't know if y'all seen it. But
nigga had
listen.
breezy with a Knicks hat on, bro. I'm
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, hold up.
Yeah.
Nah, listen,
Yo,
but look, but
it's a whole backstory with me when you see how I matched
oh
the
man,
jean jacket.
yeah, he matched the jacket and
Hey,
everything.
yo,
He
but you
looked
see
like the
that
whole
smile
swag
though,
setup.
Leaf? That smile was different, man.
Yeah.
Caught
Nah, that was a good day, man. That was my birthday, man. Real talk, man.
Oh, you wearing a Nick hat on your birthday? Look at that! Wow.
Yo, nah, real talk. I wore that hat on that was my birthday, and I was smiling like that because my shorty, she was like, "Yo, let's take a picture," and I was just like, "It's my birthday. Like, I ain't gonna say no to it, so I just took a picture.
Yeah, I
That
hear
was it."
that.
But
them Oakland
but
man, them
I,
them original OKC niggas, them some emotional ass niggas, bro. Like I swear to God, bro. Them
yo,
some
oh
emotional ass
man,
niggas, bro.
yo, Barry, listen, nobody will gonna never take nothing away from KD, man. He's a
Who?
great player,
Ever.
but is
He's a
is
great player,
KD a
bro.
great teammate?
He's a
Bro,
great player. He could be a
I
great
just
teammate
think
at
that
times too.
he worries about himself too much. B.
But he could get in his own way, bro. He let other people distract him so easily,
That's a
bro.
fact, man.
A
Like,
nigga could come to the game, bro. Don't even know KD, bro. But have a sign be like, KD, you bitch made, bro. Like that's gonna bother him as hell the rest of the year. You know why? Because he believe in his heart that he bitch made. Because somebody told him told him the truth off the court. That's why, bro. This ain't about KD being a great player or not, bro. We all know he great.
Right.
We all know he a great player. We all know he a top player. He a top player at his position. That's never been the case.
All right,
The
so
case is
hold on, Barry. So can you easily say that KD did what he did respectfully because he knows his window for winning a championship, where he impact winning the way he do at an elite level or prime level is closing in, and he trying to capitalize off of that.
bro, he saw Ben Simmons on the roster. He said, "I'm gone. I can't win. I can't win nothing. He
yeah,
I
can't shoot.
I agree with that.
that's
I
bull.
He can't
listen.
That's
shoot.
bullshit. That's bullshit. Because before he left out, bro, but he we did. I recall us going on a 12-game winning streak. So
Huh?
it's
12 game
I,
winning streak. Where?
I recall us winning at
Bro,
least
you
10 out
gonna
of the
do
When
it
next
Katie
that
12.
went down,
you
when
ain't
Katie
gonna give
went
it to us
down,
like
listen.
that.
When Katie went down,
Nah,
y'all
you
went
ain't
on
gonna
a
give
12.
it to us like that. You don't
Bro,
remember
when
that
Katie went
18 game
down,
win
y'all went on
streak?
a 12 game losing streak. So I don't know what you
Bro,
talking about.
stop. You
You
don't
don't
remember that
remember that
Yo,
18
eight. You
game win
don't remember
streak?
us winning eight of the
all
next
that shit
10.
was crazy, man.
Alright.
All I
12 game winning
remember
You
streak
ain't
was
was
gonna
that
give it
like,
to
when
us like
all I
that.
You
remember
don't
is
remember
You,
us
once
you
going on
can't
the
give
win
it
Kyrie
to us.
streak,
left.
Barry. Go ahead. Tell a lie.
I said once Kyrie left, I was like, oh man, it's about to go down,
I
bro.
was like, oh yeah, Cam Thomas about to get minutes.
Yeah,
he
and
still
then
didn't get
all
no
of a
minutes.
sudden I'm like, okay, and I'm saying to myself, all right, well, you know, KD is
Somehow
KD
Barry forgot
team.
about the win streak, bro.
Nah, I
That is
remember the
all
winning streak
man's
you talking
led.
about. I remember, yeah. I
And
remember
then
it before Katie
now
went
you
down.
remember. Okay, but Ben Simmons was on that roster when that win
Yeah,
streak was
y'all
going
gonna
down,
put
right?
Yeah,
some
he
respect
did his
on
Right.
thing,
Spencer
but he was
Dinwiddie
still
name.
averaging like 3 points.
Y'all gonna put some
And
respect on Spencer
still was
Dinwiddie
on that
name,
and
man.
still was on that roster, bro. Like and they
But
won
you
with
ain't
him.
gonna
So
act like he did it. It was him. It was because of
I
him. It was because of
but
KD
we
and
not gonna act like Ben Simmons was a detriment. If you was winning games with him, how bad could he be?
bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, all right, bro. Like, come on, we ain't like, come on, Katie. We talking about Kevin Durant that played with that went to the finals with Kendrick Perkins, bro. It can't be that much worse. Stop it.
I mean, but Kendrick Perkins wasn't the main guy though.
Neither was Ben
Uh-huh.
Simmons.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Neither was
Y'all
Ben
better talk
Simmons.
nice, man.
Neither
Okay.
was Ben Simmons, bro.
I
Oh,
don't know, but
okay, okay.
Ben
A
Simmons,
O and a
man,
K.
you know,
Come on, bro.
he got to show up, bro.
Let's see,
Let's stop.
Uh-huh.
he got to do a lot of things. But
Look,
listen.
yo, look. Yo, hold on. You keep saying he left, he seen Ben Simmons and all that. Spencer Dinwiddie been getting Bradley Bill work, man. That's work right there, man. 13 games, 14
Wait,
I
hold
games,
know
up.
you didn't show
6.
Ben
Hey,
Simmons with you.
that's
Oh,
No,
work.
Come on, man. Get the fuck
wait,
straight,
hold up,
man.
wait, Breezy. How did we get? Wait, hold
Spencer
up.
Dinwiddie was
yo,
giving
Man, get the
Bradley
fuck
Bill
straight.
work.
we
Wait.
switched the
Time
whole
out,
Stop it.
topic.
Man, get
Stop
the
it.
fuck straight,
Yo,
man.
yo, what the hell
You
is
gonna
this got
embarrass
to do
yourself
with
like that? Come
anything,
on,
bro?
bro.
Stop it.
Bro, you
Yo,
embarrassing
Breezy.
yourself
Wow,
right now.
man, you be
Wait.
cooking yourself,
Hold up.
Breezy.
Time out. Yo,
That's why we
Breezy.
call you Cheddar Bob Breezy, bro.
Oh
Now,
man.
shout to Spencer Dinwiddie. Everybody talking
Yo,
He
spicy
Breezy.
be
about him.
dropping the
I'm about to
ball,
Wait,
put
bro.
Spencer Dinwiddie
Breezy.
versus your favorite player and see what happened. I'm about to put Spencer Dinwiddie versus James Harden and see what the
Oh
stats
my
say.
And you
God,
got
Oh,
swept with him.
him.
Oh
This
my
shit about
god.
to
And
get
y'all
bad.
still
But yo, Breezy, I'm not here
James
for
Harden
this,
swept
bro.
him.
Wow,
Breezy,
man.
I'm not here for this, man.
Yeah,
Don't do
yeah.
this. Come on.
Spencer Dinwiddie versus James Harden. 10 points,
Oh
5
my
assists.
god, bro. Oh my
Bro, you out
god.
here trying to troll, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like
Like,
this ain't good, bro. Like, come on now. I don't even know how you landed on this,
but that's
bro.
breezy for you, bro. Like he'll
Yeah.
switch up the topic on you in
Yo.
like a second, bro. Like one minute
Oh
we
No,
talking
man.
about
no,
he
no.
you see what
Listen,
bro.
what
I'm
he
Take
did
it
listening
down
to
was
straight,
Barry.
bro.
Barry
try
keep
to
talking
Bro,
about
he
you
our
tried
didn't
you
bash
know
roster
me
the
or
like
thing
it's
something.
is he
trash.
tried to take off he's trying to take the energy away from Ben Simmons because that was the topic of conversation. So
Nah,
he wanna
Spencer
come.
Dinwiddie is the point guard y'all should be talking about. Y'all talk about Ben Simmons, but he don't play.
Man, oh my
Spencer Dinwiddie is the one that play, man. Why y'all
Ask,
keep talking about Ben Simmons
ask
when he
Kyle
don't
Kuzma about him.
who you talking about? Winwitty? You talking about him
yeah.
witty?
Nah,
You
win with
talking
it. You was
about
right to
him
call him
witty?
Oh
out.
my God. Yo,
That's
Breezy.
what they that's
Breeze,
what
stop this.
they
It's yo, I cannot wait till the season start, bro. I swear to God, bro. Like, yo, this shit gotta end. This shit needs to end, bro. Like, there's no reason for this buffoonery, bro. That's going on, bro. There's no reason for this, bro. Like, listen, and you know the crazy thing is we gonna mess around and be dumbasses and start Spencer Dinwiddie just because of what he did last season, bro.
yeah.
Watch,
I'm telling you, y'all
watch,
keep
watch.
talking that shit about Spencer Dinwiddie. Everybody saying Ben Simmons this, Ben Simmons that. Yo, but Dinwiddie is back, man.
Back
Listen,
to what?
bro, he just got cooked by a dude in China, bro. And this man
He
hit him
said he
with the
just got
cross
cooked
Millie
by a
step
dude in
back three
China.
went bang on him, bro. Like
Oh
what?
man,
yeah,
he said
Yo,
he did
come
that
bang.
on.
shit
And y'all
all
over here
I'm
and I
saying,
said
that
bro.
shit
I
Like,
try
nah,
to
all
Breezy,
troll.
season. Like,
I'm
yeah,
sorry. I hate to tell
listen,
you this, bro, but that
hold
nigga
on,
is not no
hold
lead
on.
guard, bro.
Yeah.
He not.
Hold on. Y'all don't think that because it's contract year for Spence, that
Oh
he gonna
man.
go out there and
Oh
prove
my
something?
God, nigga said contract year,
Yo.
bro. Nigga use the
yeah,
contract year.
So
He
let me
used
ask
so we
you a
gonna use the
question,
yeah.
Breezy.
contract. We gonna play the
Let me ask
contract
you a
year
question,
card. That's
Breezy,
what
because
we
you
gonna
like
do.
asking everybody else questions, okay? I want to ask you a question. Do you think you could win 45 to 50 games with Spencer Dinwiddie running the point guard spot?
Hell no. But I will say it, bro. That the depth that we have on our bench, bro, like maybe the cause and effect, man, for a lot of these wins this year, bro. If we play it right, but listen, I'm not sold on Spencer the ball and being in Spencer Dinwiddie hands late in games as lead guard. None of that shit. I'm not sold on it, bro. Listen, it's not this league is not really built for him to be a lead guard because he holds the ball too long and he looking for isolation. It's bad enough we don't have an offensive mind on the sideline with Coach Jock Vaughn.
Yeah.
Like this is not going. It's almost the same problem y'all got, but y'all actually have a better guard.
Yeah, I tried to hype up DSJ. Knicks fans was not jacking it. They said DSJ wasn't it. And I'm
Yeah.
saying
That's
he
because
had
they
a
had
different
him. That's
relationship
that's
with
that's
Jacques
because they
Vaughn
had
than
him.
he
Didn't
do
work
with
out with
whoever
us
the Nick
though.
coach
That's
It didn't
was.
because
work
they
out
had
with
him.
us.
But y'all had DSJ as a lead guard. We got him as a backup, bro. Like
Uh
Yeah,
huh.
that's the
we
thing.
didn't we bought him here to, we got him in that KP trade.
Yeah. Y'all bought
Mm-hmm.
him in that KP trade.
Yeah, we
Y'all
got
bought
And
him.
him
they
in.
had Marbury in his last year. Then he went to China. You know, we
Yeah.
had Marbury for a solid
Yeah,
in his
because the
prime
Mavs
three
had gave
years.
up on him. The Mavs gave up on him, and
Right.
because he was on the downfall at that time. And
He was
then
on the
At
downfall. He was
30?
only 2
I
years in
don't
the
think
league.
30 is a
I'm just saying,
downfall.
like I remember that one year, like his first
They
few years.
gave him up, man, because Luca couldn't play with him, bro. That's what it was. Luca needed shooters, bro.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what that was.
and he wasn't really getting along with the coach either. With what's his name,
With Rick Carlisle.
Rick Carlisle from Indiana. So, but with us, he didn't play that well, and I guess maybe, but I blame my front office and the coaching staff. It was trash, bro. Our front
Listen,
office and coaching staff was trash at that time.
at
Anyway,
that time, yeah, definitely. But I listen. I will say this: DSJ. First off, as a point of listen off the bench. First off, as a point of attack defender, and as a league guard off the bench, who could just run with the second unit, bro. Like that's
Yeah.
not bad, like
No,
at
no.
all.
I think he did a good job with Charlotte last year.
Hmm.
He
He
did a good
definitely
job.
did. I think
He
I
did a
think he
good
was a
job.
great point of attack defender with Charlotte last year, and I think his bench role is going to flourish a little bit more. But listen, we got to make it. Listen, if we get to the point, man, where we can't make a decision who need the ball in their hands besides Ben Simmons or Spencer Dinwiddie, bro, like, well, listen, we got problems.
Now, I
Yeah.
really think that and, I was watching It Is What It Is with Cameron and Mace and DSJ. He was at the Miami Pro Games. For
I
one, he
saw
locked
that.
up.
I seen that.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so you already. So for one, he locked up Tyler Hero. For two,
Seen
he
that.
said he had a relationship with Jacques Vaughn, which should be one. And I'm only saying that to say, bro, like, yo, I'm tuned in, and I think relationship with coaches mean a lot. I heard Cam Thomas in an interview say, "When a coach believe in you, it means everything. And I think that's why we got the assistant coaches, and that's why I was putting emphasis on
Absolutely.
the new assistant coaches, because I think that's what they're good at, showing
Right.
players like, yo, you should believe it, take that shot again, like you gonna make that shot next time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Right.
like yo,
Right.
that's your spot right there, go right there again, like you was knocking them down all day yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we need to
And
stay what we did
I think,
yesterday. Like
yeah,
let's
and
bring
that
it
and
back. Like whatever they do, man. Like you know what I'm saying?
having a sense of confidence in these players as for the coaching staff for upstairs and beyond, man, it's definitely key, man. And it's gonna play
Yeah.
the line in the sand because
Mhm.
Barry is gonna have to pre-order 2K, bro, just to watch all 82 Phoenix Suns games. You know what I'm saying? So like, listen, the thing is,
But
the thing that we got the thing that we gotta work on, like the things that we got going into this season coming in naturally defensively, and the fact that we got depth, bro. The only thing we really got to work on, bro, like is offensive plays and chemistry on offense and what we need to do. I think this training camp, man, is going to be one of the most interesting training camps for a group of guys that really are role players, bro. Like, and they have a chance to set themselves apart from what they were and become a part of something as role players, man. Like, I like this. Listen, I like this team going forward because there's no real distractions. There's no headaches. There's no egos, bro. Like, as far as I know, man, and there's
Ben
no.
Simmons.
Yeah, yeah, that's about it. Benson. I don't even know if he an ego, bro. Like he just seemed like a pat on the back, emotional guy, man. Like that's what it is. He a pat on the back guy. I will say that, but we got to deal with him. We don't got no choice but to deal with him, bro. Like, and that's what it is, man. Like, as opposed to the Phoenix Suns, man, who basically got a fucking trio, bro. Like, they in a win now
Mhm.
situation. So, I mean, it is
Yeah.
what it is, bro. Like, I mean,
Listen,
uh,
Phoenix is a Phoenix. What people don't know about Phoenix, that I'm a just because Barry here, and it is what it is, man. They're a
Yeah.
team that never won a championship neither. So
Huh?
I don't want to. They're a team that never won a championship neither.
Oh
The
yeah.
Suns, they never won a championship. That's why they doing all of the stuff that they doing. We was swung for the fence. We got a base hit, whatever. Now, now we in a situation where we just starting from the bottom, and we gonna see where we going. You feel me? And I don't even think we start from the bottom. I like what we did. I like the new look Nets, and the next season is approaching.
we ain't, but hold up, Breezy, we ain't start from the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We
I
robbed
think,
two franchises, bro. Like, basically, like,
yeah,
bro.
No,
no,
it could be
that
robbed.
was clean. Shit, people say a lot about
We
Sean
robbed
Marks,
this,
but
bro.
that was
We
clean.
robbed the
so
shit out of Phoenix. They
so
gave us
That
Mikal
was
Bridges.
clean.
yeah.
But no, but Barry said that. Barry
Here
said
y'all
that.
going.
Yo,
Here y'all going.
yo,
Getting into it.
but yo, Breezy. So Leaf answered the question, but you didn't. So what do you think? I want to know what you think. Do you win 45 to 50 games with Spencer Dinwiddie?
Yeah, I think it's possible. With a player like DSJ, he could play off of DSJ and get
Okay.
into more what he want to do, and he'll facilitate if he have to. But he like that little floaty. You know what I mean?
I think it's gonna be up to our defense and our depth, bro. Like, in our bench, bro. Like, the fact that I like Spencer Dinwiddie could start all he want, bro. Like, I don't think that's gonna be, like, in most games. I don't think he's gonna be the common denominator of why we win. Like,
Okay.
shit. That's just me personally, but like with the
Right.
team,
Then that is another thing. High impact winning. I don't think he is the
yeah,
end all. It's like he the alpha omega of us
yeah,
winning. Like
yeah.
we're not
He's
in the
not the
lineup.
alpha.
Like, oh
Yeah,
my goodness, what do we do without Spencer Dinwiddie? No, we're not doing that.
Okay.
The
All right.
mentality of this team is already cohesive as far as teammates. They even got trended. I think from in Portland, and they the fans was mad. I heard of those Portland Trailblazer fans was mad. Like, yo, why y'all let him go? Y'all just let him walk. You know what I mean? Kind of probably how we feel like Bruce Brown, just for example. So
listen, look,
I'm saying
look.
that to say that he's from LSU and he used to play with Cam Thomas. So, it's a little chemistry there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I listen. Like as far as the final roster, bro. Like I think we should listen. I don't even know who's gonna be on the final roster. Like all the players that we name, I think we could go 10, 11 deep, man, if we do this thing the right way. That's just me personally. But
Oh, yeah, 10, 11. I want to know.
but yeah, yeah, going forward on paper, defensively and depth wise, bro. Like those are boxes that are checked
Yeah, we
for
solid.
like for us, bro. Like defensively
And you know what's interesting about that, about the defense being solid, is that when you contest shots, it make the rebound easier to get. You feel what I'm saying? Like, 'cause you're already playing tough defense, you might get a deflection or something. Like, you feel what I mean?
What
Like,
seed y'all see?
even
What seed y'all
if
see
you
the next
fuck the
going
floor
this
to
next
offense.
year?
What you said?
What seed y'all gonna be in?
we're gonna be top five.
What seed you think, Breezy?
I say we like I say 6 and 5. We toggle between
Mm.
6 and 5.
Top 5.
I don't think we like hold no see, I don't think the East is like that. You feel me? I give them all credit. I don't think we get to 5 and then it just be us 5 straight.
Y'all
We
Like
think
gonna
y'all
be
be
we
better
gonna
than
be
I
the
top.
think
We
we
gonna be top
toggle. I
five.
think we toggle a little bit. We might,
Some teams did take a hit. Like I think Philly's gonna be ain't
yeah.
gonna be the same. I think because of you got a disgruntled Harden and Joel Embiid. I think that's gonna hurt.
Hmm.
I think them losing Doc Rivers, that's gonna hurt.
That's
Um,
huge though. They might drop for real.
I think the Bucks losing their coach, that's gonna hurt them.
Excuse me.
Um,
Excuse me.
you
Any
know, you
competition.
got Miami lost two key players, Kalen Martin
Hmm.
and Max Strauss.
Hmm.
Um,
They praying to get Dame. They playing
yeah,
guard
yeah,
Kamari Bouye.
yeah. Then you got Toronto, Lord, they got Siakam, but that's about it. And Scotty Barnes, but I don't know how that's
Toronto was
gonna
in the
look.
shitter, bro. Like there
Yeah, they
ain't
lost,
nothing.
you know, um, so anything is possible,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's funny because
I
at the
think the
end of the
Cavs
day,
got better. I
when you
think the
respect,
Cavs got
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. When you really think about it, the teams on Brooklyn look like they stay strong. The Knicks look like they stay strong. The Nets still look like the dogs. But if you're a Nets fan, you can see the potential. But Philly look like they're gonna drop for real. Toronto gonna drop for real. Detroit might gonna be competition. Like you see how maybe a Philly team
Breeze,
or
you under that fan, bro.
oh, what
yeah.
you say?
You under that
You
fan,
like
bro.
coming in and out.
Nah, that's not me.
Pause.
Oh, so somebody under the fan right now. I don't know who it is. I don't know exactly who it is, but yeah, nah. Go ahead, say what you're saying.
I'm saying the reason why the Brooklyn Nets is going to rise to the top because these teams that's 1 through 4, they're not going to be there the same. You feel me? I
Yeah,
really
yeah,
think
they're not gonna be the same. Yeah,
like
yeah. I can
I
see us.
don't
I can see us our top five, and
right.
at the end of this year, the Boston
Like
Celtics
you
are
got to
gonna
realize
struggle.
that the top teams are not consistent going in. Besides the Knicks and Cleveland, those are more of the solid teams that kept their same
I think
roster and the Nets. When
Milwaukee
you
gonna.
think about it, the
I don't
Nets
think.
too.
I don't think
They
Milwaukee.
do
I
nothing
don't think
hasty, bro.
Milwaukee really changed anything, bro. Like they gonna
They
like
changed their head coach, man. That was
they
serious.
changed their head coach, but like how is he? How is the players gonna respond to him as opposed to
That's
what they
crazy.
did already? Because remember they coming in with the same roster. Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, Brooke Lopez, they all aging. You know what I'm saying? So like my thing is just like, yo, who's gonna be where's their youth at? Where's their energy at? Where's their young guys? Where's the grit guys that's supposed to be on their team, as
Mhm.
opposed to like when they had PJ Tucker and Portis when they won that championship. Where's those type of guys at, man? As opposed to that, it's almost the same thing with the Celtics, bro. When they lost Marcus Smart and Grant Williams, now they pretty much went all top heavy and they don't have and now they dealing with players with injury history like Porzingis. coming in with an injury. But Brogdon, they was about to trade him, but he had an injury they don't even know about. So, and then Robert Williams had a history.
He
He
be
stayed.
getting hurt too. He's another one who always
Yeah,
hurt. That's another thing, Barry. You got to remember.
Word.
yeah,
Robert Williams stay on the injured list, bro.
exactly.
Yeah, he do.
So, so,
You
so, so
know,
my,
So
so my
yeah.
thing
all
is,
that plays a
like,
role.
so my thing is when I look at our division, bro, I don't see any reason why us and
Mm-hmm.
the Knicks can't be top five.
Mm-hmm.
Realistically, the rest of the teams, man, like they got question marks
Washington,
to answer.
Washington took a hit. They
Mm-hmm.
lost Beal.
Yep, Washington took a hit, man. Now Jordan Poole about to,
Chicago lost Lonzo Ball for another year.
yep, for another
You
year.
know,
So my thing is like, yo, in the Eastern Conference, man, listen, it's probably gonna be some surprises that we don't even know about. Like, be honest with you, bro.
I
Like,
think Charlotte and Detroit are the two teams people got to watch out for.
yeah, you know what? And
What?
somebody said that last week, and I laughed, bro, because I was just like thinking just of Charlotte and Detroit, but at the same time, I don't see no
Detroit
reason why
more than
they
Charlotte, man.
I don't see no reason why they can't make the play in or 7 to 8, like seven
Right.
to eight or the play in. So
And
Detroit look like
the
they're
only
gonna be a
thing,
top team.
that's gonna set Charlotte back is health. If Lamelo Ball can't stay healthy, that's gonna be their biggest problem. So
I think the Eastern Conference as a whole is going to be set back through health, man. Like the West don't seem to have no problem with it because they got a lot more youth. When you
yeah,
got teams like Memphis and Sacramento who can finish top three, I don't think Denver's going to finish number one again, bro. Like because then I don't think they got no bench. But when you got youthful teams like Sacramento and whatchamacallit, bro, that's a whole lot of more youth than we got over here in the East, bro. Like what's our youth over here in the East? The Pacers. Pacers could actually who I
Pacers is
think could
another
actually
team.
finish top eight.
Yeah, that's
Bro,
another
we
team. The Pacers.
our team got a lot of youth, man.
Our team got a lot of youth. Yeah, that's about
The
it.
Pacers got a lot of youth too, man.
Yeah.
Orlando.
The Pacers,
The
Orlando's another
Pacers.
team that's on the come up too.
Yeah.
I think Orlando, bro. They just like I think they building that team in really one direction. They got a whole bunch of tall dudes. They don't really have
Mm-hmm.
no they ain't really heavy on no guard play. I think if they
Yeah.
get some guard players, some shooters, bro, they'll
But
be all right.
what's his name? Oh man, what's his name? I know. What's his
Come on,
name?
folks.
Yo, Markel Fultz, bro. Like he played really well last year.
I think he played really well, but in terms of his ability to lead a team
Like run a team.
like to lead a winning team, a plus 500 team, bro, like, I don't think he's capable of that.
Yeah,
Especially with the way that their team is constructed, they probably gonna need some more shooters around Ben Carroll and Wagner. You know what I'm saying? So like to try
yeah.
to
I like Wagner, man. That kid,
yeah
man. I would
yeah
love him on the Knicks, bro.
yeah definitely like Wagner and Ben Carroll. I think they gonna be the building blocks for that team, and
Yeah,
they
man.
gotta figure out who the third body
They
gonna
need
be
a
because
real point guard.
yeah they definitely need that. So like
And
I mean
because Cole Anthony ain't it, and maybe they could put Markel Fultz as the the number 2 point guard, or a real point guard with a real
yeah
coach.
something like that. I don't even know who they got a coach now, but
Yeah,
like their situation is kind of steep. I
yeah,
will say Detroit is probably in a more of a driver's seat because they got
yeah.
money and they got a whole bunch of pieces over there too.
Yo, that's a fact, man.
Yeah, they got money. They got money and a whole bunch of pieces over there too. Same as it's the same as another team outside of the conference, the Houston Rockets. Ain't nobody looking at them because they got Ime, who the Celtics used to have, bro. Like who's one of their leaders, bro. And now they don't have him. And now he got a whole bunch of young pieces over in Houston. So Ime, like between Ime and Monty Williams, I think they got a chance to like to basically resurge themselves as coaches, man, of young men, because they got young players now. They got younger players in their early 20s and under 25. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have like these hothead. I don't think there's no real hotheads that they got to deal with as opposed to the places that they were.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So listen, we gonna see. Me personally, I I compared to the rest of the teams that I just named, I like us like other than the top heavy teams, man. Like I like us a lot, man. Like
Yeah, I think we're underdogs, man. I was just saying, as a fan base, I like the fact that we underdogs, and you know what I mean. It felt different, you know what I'm saying, than having the superstars. KD and Kyrie was a lot of hype. Even had me on the camera saying a whole bunch of shit I shouldn't say. It was just hype.
I think
I
And
feel like you feel like you jinxed the Nets, man.
I think
He said five championships.
five
yo,
out of
man,
10.
I was hyped because of that roster. I think we was up in the playoffs or something.
Yeah, I
And I
remember
was just, and everybody was
that.
healthy or something. And they had pulled up in front of the Barclays. Well, I'd be over there or whatever. But they had pulled up in front of the Barclays, and I was just like, "Oh, all right, they got the camera, whatever." I ain't,
He
and
said,
then I
well, he
seen it
said
on
five
YouTube. It was
championships. What
like,
you talking
"Oh
about?
shit!" You know
Hey,
what I'm saying? Like,
Breezy, a guy asked Breezy, what he think the Nets are gonna do, and he said, I think the Nets are gonna win 5 out of 10 championships and run this decade like the Bulls did in the '90s.
But this current decade right here,
Yeah,
yeah, I think we could do that too right now.
wow.
What? Oh,
Wow.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
you
I
got
don't, I
Hell
don't, I don't
no.
really see. I
this
don't really
Nets
see the.
fans
I
having
don't really see the.
a
I don't really see the rest of the league is like if the Western Conference is getting older, and
Bro, what?
the
Bro,
rest of
come
the
on,
East
bro.
is
You
like kind
wildin',
of.
bro. You wildin', bro.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm
Yo,
not.
that's
You
crazy.
wildin', bro.
You know what? I feel like when I say shit, bro, like Barry just said I'm wilding because like it's instantly he just like you know what? Ain't no stars here, ain't no this there, that the
Bro,
third,
you're
bro.
not
Like
winning nothing with.
You got emerging stars.
Bro, you're
you
not
know what I'm
winning
saying?
shit, bro.
I feel like you know what it is,
We
bro,
do
with
got
Barry,
emerging
bro.
stars.
I
We
See,
got
think
the
the
thing is,
problem.
Dame Johnson
Listen,
and stuff.
listen, Leaf. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? I think that with Jack Vaughn as your coach, I don't think it's possible. That's
Jacques
just
Vaughn is
my
not it.
opinion. That's just my opinion, bro.
You
Because
said
I
what you
think
said? You said what?
I said that with Jack Vaughn, I don't think that's possible as your coach. I think in order, y'all gonna
I think
need
anything is
y'all gonna need
possible.
a better point guard and a better coach to do something like that.
Yeah.
Anything is
Because
possible.
even last year, I could go back
I
to
like
a
Jack.
lot of lives. I could go back to a lot of lives where I remember hearing Breezy complaining about Jack Vaughn's rotation this and Jack
We gonna
Vaughn's
pass that.
rotation that,
We gonna
and
pass.
he always had these coaching issues throughout his coaching career.
Yeah.
So as far as Jack Vaughn, I don't think he's the right coach for y'all.
No,
Yeah, you're not.
what I said was because, and again, when I say when we got past that, I
Anything is
said it
possible.
because we got the new assistant coaches, and it was clear that they was running the same playbook. And Mikal Bridges even said it. He was like, "Yo, they was giving me plays that KD run, like respectfully, like he my favorite player, but I ain't supposed to be running the same set."
You know what? That's it. That's it exactly right there. Brock Workman. Like we just gotta
Okay?
prove everybody wrong, bro.
Yeah,
Like that's all it is.
that's
I'm
Bro,
not
it.
even
y'all
going.
not
I'm
winning no
not even going.
championship, bro. Stop
I'm.
it.
I'm. I'm not even gonna say. I'm not even gonna say anything once it start happening, bro. Like I'm just look for all the
I
people.
just recall last year. I just recall last year a lot of Net fans. I was in Spaces, Twitter Spaces. I was in Breezy, on his show on Knicks versus Nets. I talked to Net fans personally, and a lot of the complaints was Jack Vaughn's rotation issues, not playing the right plays at certain times. When he needed to play them, certain people not having the ball in their hand at certain top points of the game. Shit like that. I remember. So if that continues to happen, like I don't know, Jack. To me, Jack
I
Vaughn.
mean, in a 28 game window, bro, where we changed four starters, bro. Like I don't really think anything
Word.
could really be
Okay.
said about what you getting from. I think we
I
probably
hear
changed.
that.
I think
I
we
could.
did. I think we the only team to change the most starters and still make the actual playoffs, bro. Like is
Actual.
that? I don't even think another team has done that, bro. Like in the middle of the season, like in terms of changing like trading, making that trade, and trading two
Mm-hmm.
superstars and switching four starters, bro, and still making the playoffs, bro. Everybody gonna say, yo, Katie, if it wasn't for KD, that wouldn't happen, whatever, bro. Like the fact is, bro, we could have tucked it all in and left Cam Thomas out there to score 40, and we just been tanking games. Like that's what we could have did, bro. We didn't do
Mhm.
that. Like you know what I'm saying.
Talk
So
to him, man.
I mean,
I just recall, Breezy a lot. I just go off like so because I don't remember you. I don't recall. I can't go back to what you say because I wasn't around and I just met
right.
you. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say you said certain things. I have
It's
no
a
proof of that.
breezy. God,
But I know
it's a
Well,
Breezy when the trade happened. Yo, Barry's witness. Your man was talking Eastern Conference Finals and shit like that.
Facts.
You
What do you
know,
mean? Listen,
right, Barry?
yeah,
Like
Oh
if
yeah,
you was
yeah.
Facts.
gonna,
Didn't Coach Jock Vaughn
but
take
that's what I'm saying. You gotta
get
realize.
like
Hold on. Let me just say this.
even though y'all kept the whole chemistry thing you bring up, but you was still, we going deep into we could possibly make an Eastern Conference Finals appearance with this team and blah blah blah, and then
Facts.
Right.
now you say that and he's like word, and I'm like I'm kind of
No,
baffled by
but
it.
no, but what I'm saying is, if you heard me clearly, I always say because respectfully, there's two perspectives. One is what the Brooklyn Nets actually do. Another is what you, as a vlogger, want the Brooklyn Nets to really do. Like you really want them to do this, but they don't do it. Like with certain fans be like, "Yo, why he ain't call that timeout?" Or why we didn't play Cam Thomas? Or stuff like that. As fans, we want that, and I'm saying if we get that as fans, and that actually happens, then we will actually see the Brooklyn Nets play better.
Right.
There's a lot of times that even Knicks fans say, "Yo, all we need is a point guard. All we need is a point guard." Then y'all get a good point guard, and things change. So sometimes the fucking team listen to the fans, and sometimes they don't. And that's what I'm saying. That's how I vlog. I vlog from a fan's perspective on how we could win, not what they be actually doing sometimes. So I just want to make that part clear.
But yeah. I also do the same thing. And the thing is, when you observe the games as a fan, you see a whole lot more than what the players is actually on
You
the
see what
court
I'm
saying.
saying?
You know what I'm saying? So like the thing
I
is,
mean,
they might miss a read here and there that might happen a second or third or fourth or fifth or sixth time that they
Mhm.
might happen again. Like all right, if he going back door, what the pass gonna be. If defense assignment, if a switch off happen that way, you know what passing lane to be in, shit like that.
Listen, I'm gonna
Those
keep it
type of
real.
things matter.
Yo,
You know what
hold
I'm
on. Let
saying?
me just say this because I never, and I seen Kev, he was on my page earlier, say, "Yo, we got a link of Tank and Crawford fight." I agree with
right.
you. But what I'm saying is I never even watched a basketball game with y'all. Like when I watch the game, you know what I mean? Like I'm really into it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm animated, like I'm hype, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm saying that to say, that's how I am. You know what I mean? Again, to what Leaf said, I'm watching it from a fan perspective. You know what I mean? I'm not the coach, but I definitely like, yo, why he ain't call that timeout? Why he ain't run that way? Or you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. It's fun, man. But maybe that
Yeah,
should
I'm
happen.
yeah, and definitely, bro. Like we all watch from a fan perspective is because we want our team to win. We represent the fan hood, but at the same time, we know when somebody don't have it on certain nights. We know when
Mhm.
somebody when somebody got an advantage on the bench on certain nights, man. Like the thing is, sometimes having a stacked team kind of work against you because the coach out now he feel like he got to make a decision on just 8 guys when he could use maybe all nine to 10 guys to actually help get the job done and take stress off the starters and the guys that's playing bigger minutes. You know what I'm saying? So
True.
the thing is, man, we're gonna need all hands on deck. And I've said it. I made rants and I've sent them shits and and at everybody on Twitter, at anybody that's a part of Nets culture or Nets basketball on Twitter, even the players on the team, like everybody from upstairs, downstairs, Joe Tsai, whoever. All of them, bro. Like, listen, I listen. Whether they listen or not, man, like it's put out there. You can't say we ain't never said it. So if I do say it and then do it happen and then they listen and then it actually work out, then they gotta give me credit or give me some type of check for it. I really don't want shit. You give me $2, bro. Like I don't care, bro, about it, bro. As long as we win, I'm happy, man. And everybody can shut the fuck up about what the Nets have been doing and Sean Marks and all of this, and that we
Mhm.
messed up 2 teams, man. That's what I really want. That's my end game with it.
Right. But yo, Kev, you see what I'm saying though?
But
You see what I'm saying about vlogging about from a fan
yeah, I hear
perspective?
you. I hear you.
And yeah, like I don't
Yeah.
know, man.
I think that
Yeah,
yeah, that's that, and I have end resolves when it comes to this, man. Like first and foremost, man, we need to
yeah.
put
Shout out to
like
Brockwork, we know.
yeah. Shout out to Brockworth. First, I have end resolves, man. And nothing is gonna shut up the Kevin Durant followers more than when the Nets are actually successful. There's nothing gonna shut them up more, bro. Like, and then they still gonna be talking shit. It is what it
I
is.
mean,
But yeah, it is what it is because they know star, Katie, Katie, Katie,
yeah.
Katie,
Mhm.
Katie, Katie.
Yeah,
That's what they into.
yeah,
It is what it is, man.
yeah,
It is what it is, man. Like
yeah,
it is what it is, bro. They became basketball fans through
yeah,
Katie, bro. Like it is how it goes, bro. Like,
yeah,
but the thing is, like everything going good for us coming into this season, bro. Like at least
Yeah.
on paper,
Mhm. Mhm.
defense and depth, bro. Like
Uh-huh.
that's what's gonna be the key. That's what's gonna be the keys to go to. Like everything offense is basically self-explanatory. We're gonna have to just build on that in the off season and as we go
Right.
forward.
Yo, hold on, Leaf, real
Yeah.
quick. I just wanted to build on what Brockwork said. He said Dennis Smith Jr. just locked up Hero in the Pro Am game. And to me, that's enough not to sign Hero. Once I see that, like,
Bro, that's
I
one play,
mean,
bro. Come
well,
on,
there's
bro.
no
nah, but
signing
yo, man,
hero, bro. He's
I'm gonna
under
keep.
contract, so you would have to trade for him anyway.
Nah,
Exactly,
I think
bro.
we guard heavy anyway. When you look at the
And that
Brooklyn
ain't
Nets
just one
roster, we
game,
don't
bro.
need
Like,
Hero.
listen, they both NBA players. He lock him up in the pro am. He lock him up in the league. He lock
Talk
him up
about it.
anywhere. Shit,
Exactly.
it's just that
Come on,
simple,
bro. That's
bro.
one
Like,
play.
it ain't what Tyler Hero gonna do? Change his game and then be better and then not get locked up by a nigga that's athletically better than him? Come on, bro.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. That's enough for me to see and know that we guard heavy. That we good. We don't need that contract. He can stay right where he at. They the ones that need the help. The Heat need help in the guard department. They lost Gabe Vincent and they lost
Yeah, they lost
they
Gabe
lost
Vincent,
Gabe Vincent
Jalen
and
Martin,
Masters.
and
they
Kid,
got
Jalen
and
Martin, yeah.
come on, man.
They
they
lost a
lost
lot.
three key
They
players,
lost a lot
man.
of they
That's
lost
why
a
I
lot
tell
of players that they couldn't play that they couldn't pay, and that's one of the things about paying guys that's on these 1 year minimums, man. That second round picks and undrafted picks or whatever, bro. Like, cause you're gonna have
you.
to pay them more once you leaning on them more, bro. And a lot of them guys came up big in big situations, and now they get
Hell
big money
yeah.
elsewhere.
Hell
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
And
So,
that's a big hit, man. You lost three key players to your team. That's a hit.
yeah.
'Cause, like, how do you replace Caleb Martin now?
Well, leave it up.
Yeah.
Well, I say, listen, if any team could do it, I think Miami could pull it off. Because listen,
I agree, but I don't know,
that
man.
coach that coach got some Debo to it, bro. Like they don't got some strength, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. Like if anything, they could get some new young talent or whatever, man, to play around Jimmy. And then
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, we all kind of find out that he was a pick and choose gangster all along, bro. Like man, but still, like as far as the Eastern Conference, bro, like he know what he know. You know what I'm saying? And
That's
he
gonna be
and
crazy
coming
if he
into the
goes.
playoffs, he has an advantage.
That's gonna be
Word.
crazy because he went to the Lakers. I want to see how that's gonna work out with LeBron and Anthony Davis.
Oh no, that's gonna be easy because he's gonna be spot up shooter. The thing is, LeBron is not as fast, but it's like they definitely gonna have somebody on the ball. Austin Reeves probably gonna have the ball in his hand a lot more offensively than anything.
Yeah, because you got now you're gonna have Gabe Vincent at the one, Austin at the two. So who do you play?
I ain't gonna lie, defensively, that's barbecue chicken, bro. Like
That's what I'm saying. Like
that
that's
shit
gonna
gonna be
hurt the
fish,
Lakers
bro.
more than anything.
Yeah, that shit gonna be fish, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you.
Offensively they got it, but defensively they might get washed.
Offensively, bro, they just gotta have certain nights when they on, bro.
Yeah.
Realistically, the Lakers are really trash without the referees, bro. Like
I
they
like
gotta shoot a
Austin
lot of free
Reeves though. I
throws.
think Austin Reeves is a great player.
Nah, I think he's showing up on the USA team.
I
I
think
think
Austin,
everybody
I
there
like
is kind of.
I really like Austin
I
Reeves.
think Austin Reeves is about to get exposed, bro. Like he got
Oh
that big
shit.
ass contract, bro, and he still got a defensive problem, bro. He's about to get exposed when this season started,
Let's
bro. Like
see,
I'm a
man.
little
The
bit
kid
tired
got.
of.
I'll give it to him though. That
I'm
kid
a
got
little bit
heart,
over
man.
that hillbilly Kobe shit, bro. Like I ain't with that, bro. Like that
I,
serious, bro. That's
yo,
a
hold
that's
on. I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to close out soon, but I do want to ask y'all before the night out. Y'all got any trade scenarios y'all want to go off with Joel Embiid? Barry, you
Listen, when
first,
it comes
Barry, because
to
you was right about
okay,
Mikal Bridges. You know what I'm saying? What you say?
For who?
Hey, Brody, for Joel Embiid and Dame Lillard, this whole Joel Embiid, you see them pairing up on a team together. Do you like talk to me, man? Because you good with trade scenarios. So I'm asking.
He probably would go to the Heat with Jimmy Butler.
Mm,
mm,
okay.
Yeah, I said the Heat.
You say both of them go to the hill, just Joel Embiid.
No, just Joel Embiid.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to see him go to the Knicks.
you think Joel Embiid is going to the Heat?
Yeah, because remember he's close to Jimmy Butler.
Mm, mm.
yeah.
You could trade
If I
Bam.
had to say I think the Heat is definitely on top of that list.
That shit
Um,
funny because Jimmy Butler say over me. He says Tobias Harris over me.
you
And
know
if he leave
what
him,
I
that
find
shit be
and
wild.
Yeah, to leave something with y'all, bro. Like I'm gonna find it
That's
crazy. I'm gonna
that's
find it very,
that's different.
very crazy if Joel Embiid or James Harden get traded before Dame do. Like, cause
That would be
Dame been
crazy.
looking to get traded for the past like month or now, like since the season ended, whatever. And
Yeah.
he still ain't getting traded, bro. Like that's gonna be a real punch in the ribs.
What's
Yo,
gonna
but
be
nah,
James
but
crazy?
Harden,
I,
scooting Dame's. I think Dame could beat a two guard.
you
You
know
know,
what's
kind
gonna
of.
be you know what's gonna be a shock of a trade for me is if they go back to that James Harden for Paul George trade.
Nah, hell no. Clippers not
you
doing
know
that.
what I
Clippers
think,
are not
bro?
doing that.
I think they're gonna try to go for the Joel deal first. Try to get some try to get some draft capital out of it, and then send that shit to whatchamacallit and try to get Dame. Try to get Dame. That's what they try, bro. That's what I think they're gonna try to do.
Who? Who?
I think Miami gonna try to go for the
Oh,
gusto.
yeah, yeah.
I had that Miami because yeah, they take a hit, man. Like my thing, you see, my thing with though, you trade. Let's say you trade for Joel Embiid, you trade for Dame. You only hurting your team because now you got to trade your depth to get
I don't
those
Yeah,
think they could
guys.
trade. I don't think they could trade for both of them though.
But my thing is, either one of those guys you trade for, you're gonna have to give up a lot, bro.
But no,
exactly.
but
Probably
disgruntled
for
players.
Embiid, but
But,
not Dame.
but disgruntled players can say they injured. I mean, that new rule with the 65 games, that should kind of prevent them from doing that though. Actually,
Yeah,
that's
that
a good
shit. That
counter.
that yeah. That
That shit is a
65
good
game.
counterpoint. You can't really sit out no more for real.
Yeah, and if
You
I
gotta
had to
honor your
say,
contract.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure there's a minutes requirement in that fine print somewhere too, bro. Like if I had
Hmm.
to say, bro, like but
Yeah, no, it's
because the
different,
60
man.
yeah the 65 game minimum kind of put it like it kind of put like a somewhat of a like like a trump card some
Yeah.
of the sort, bro, in the mix. Because now you're gonna have younger players going for that 65 game incentive. Younger players like Mikhail Brunson, those type of players in that frame in that mid 20s to early 20s type range that haven't got the real bag yet, they're gonna be aiming for that type of bag. And I think this CBA is designed for the players like I think Halliburton, what was it? Halliburton, Lamelo, Ant Man, bro. They got contracts with incentives in it. Like it's like the only way
Oh
those
yeah, yeah.
contracts is
Those
guaranteed.
incentives mean a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, yeah. Those incentives is like if they make all NBA teams. These this shit is
They
kind of set up.
put the incentives in bold letters. Know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, 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 yeah. But the thing is, when you see Halliburton 5 years, 200 and something mil, it's not really guaranteed. It's only if he make all NBA teams, and I think
Hmm.
that's what the
That part.
and I think that's what the 65 game minimum is really for. It's really set up for them niggas to kind of make these teams. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like because they basically gonna be here in the next 5 years.
Right. Hold on.
LeBron, Katie, Steph, and all of them niggas are not gonna be here, bro. Like they are. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
I said to add to what you're saying, Leaf, and to the panel about trade scenarios. When you look at John Stockton and Carmelo, they the longest duo. I checked. Like far as you know what I'm saying, just two teammates that didn't work. You know, it's
Yeah.
one thing to be a duo that worked. Like y'all got championships together, but it's another thing to be a duo that didn't work, and they never got a championship together.
Right.
They're the longest duo that ever did it.
I
So
think.
what I'm saying is now duos now are the windows closed. And another thing about the trade scenarios to add to what you were saying, Leaf, in the panel as well, is Joel Embiid and where he's at in his career. Nobody wants to wait for a situation like Dame anymore, where they invest so much time with the team that drafted him just to want to trade in the latter part of your career like that. You feel me? You want to
Yeah.
at least get traded like when you like 26, 27, 28. This was why Mikal Bridges in an interview said, yo, this shit fast forward to me being the man. I ain't know what's gonna happen this fast, but he 26. This is when it should happen. So what I'm asking is to the panel, far as you know, trade scenarios, just the players and when you want to trade, as far as where they at in their career. Like for instance, some people favor Jordan Poole, some people don't. But I think he gonna go over there and hoop. I just think he just gonna go buck wild
I think he definitely gonna be top 10 in shot attempts, man. That nigga
and
gonna be a
shot
jack.
attempt.
Yeah,
Yeah, right, right.
he about to be a jackaholic for sure, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like him and like Kyle Kuzma gonna have to go walk him down in the locker room a couple of times, bro, because he is about to be. And like Tyus Jones gonna get a headache.
Mhm.
And Kyle Kuzma, bro, he gonna have to walk him down in that locker room
Right.
a little
But
bit,
hold
bro.
on, I don't want to lose you. I want to get this off. I wanted to say right now, Joel Embiid is somewhere in his career. What are you like 27,
Joel Embiid is 30.
30?
Yeah, he's 30.
He's another one. You know what I'm saying?
He
We
entering
know
his prime.
this is the
He entering his
last time
prime
he
right
could
now.
trade a request, and going into the latter part of his career,
Yeah, he
he
entering his
want to
prime.
be
Yeah.
right. He want to be
30 would
more
need it.
secure for a win, and the process didn't work. That's why I was saying to Andre 76.
Um,
Shout to him. Shout to him. You know what I
the
mean? But
process, well, the process was bullshit because Joel came in the league with injury issues. They really like it. Now they basically just picked the wrong player to basically go with. I thought Jaleel Okafor was a dog, bro, in the post when he was over there, bro. Like they just decided to have him part of the tank process, and so as opposed to part of the real process. That's what it really came down to, bro. Ben Simmons was their number one overall pick, and then Markel Fultz was their number one overall pick, and then they kind of screwed it up and messed him around and with his shooting and everything, all them coaches that they gave him. So, I mean, realistically, the Philadelphia 76ers, bro, is a product example of you gonna get this thing wrong 1,000 times, man, before you get it right, because they got it wrong a hell of a lot of times in these past 10 years. You know what I'm
right.
saying? They basically got an MVP that can't get out of the second round, bro, and now a scoring champion, and now they got a disgruntled relationship going on with the general manager and with president of basketball operations and James Harden, who is friends coming from the original one. And I think I agree with Andre 76 that they should get rid of either both of them just to cut ties with those relationships. The same way we cut ties with all our relationships and started off with a clean slate, which we have now. I think a lot of teams like that that's going through what the Sixers is going to could learn a lot from us. And the way we dumped all and the way we had to just get rid of all of the bad slate and all of the stuff that was happening around our organization and to start off fresh and start off clean, bro. Like we robbed the shit out of Dallas and Phoenix, man, for them trades, man. And
Cap, cap.
we basically hit a reset button where we could start from like 50 instead of 0. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
like
no, I do. And listen, if you're not a Nets fan, you probably won't get it. But I like the direction we're going in. But yeah, man, yo, y'all trade scenarios is fire, and I do give credit to Joel Embiid going to the Miami Heat, man. But that should be funny as hell. I don't know, man. To be honest, I was just asking y'all. I don't really have no trade scenario for Joel Embiid for shit. But
me neither.
but when I really take a look at it, who would benefit from having Joel Embiid on their team right now? I would probably say the Pelicans. You know, man.
Pelicans? Yeah, that's interesting. I think the Pelicans has already got big body lineup, so they have to move off Valanciunas and possibly Zion. If they don't want to move off
But
of
you put
Zion,
Brandon Ingram next to Joel Embiid, that might be something.
yeah, I wouldn't be too, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I mean, I think that could be something that could be because I think the Pelicans they got some young pieces and prowess on that team. You got Dyson Daniels and Herb Jones, I think, who are defensive nightmares off their bench, and then they got Alvarado, who's a pest, bro. Like you
Bro,
got some pieces to work with. You know what I'm
Yo,
that'll
saying?
be a bad
I
trade.
wanna. If this is on the ESPN tomorrow, I want to.
That'll be a bad trade for the both teams though.
You said that
Yeah,
bad trade for both teams. Why you
You
say that?
traded injury for injury. That made no sense.
Yeah, injury for injury.
I don't
Yeah,
know, man. Who
I
knows when
guess. I
it comes
mean,
down to these scenarios? I'm glad the Nets didn't
I
do
mean,
anything
because
hasty, man.
Brandon Ingram and call it and Zion, they both
Zion,
have
they never
injury
play.
issues. Yeah, they got injury issues, but I mean, like I guess when it comes to this, when it comes to guys that stars or MVP scoring champions, I guess you take a shot just off the strength of what they did in their resume. I mean, I don't know, bro. Like I'm glad it ain't my team, though, man. We done
Listen,
taking
yeah, man,
shots.
we good, man. Shout out to the Knicks fan. Shout out to Kev. Him having that picture, man. That shit was funny, man. The story behind it, the whole thing was funny, man. Yeah, Like
Stupid.
I told you, Reggie, he swore he was cooking me with that, but these Knicks fans, they do that shit all every day. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I knew Reggie was easy work. I invited him
Yeah.
to the panel. You see, he heard the word pan. He said, "Nah, don't go," because he said pan, and I said pan. No, I didn't even say pan. You know what I mean? So he knew what was up. But shout out to him.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Shout out to his show. Shout out to Brock work. Shout out to
Definitely,
everybody.
man. Yo, we listen. Look, this is. I can't wait for the season to start, man. Like for real, bro. Like this
Yeah,
shit
nah, I'm
is
hyped, man.
like, yeah.
I'm hyped.
I think I didn't talk myself like to nights of sleep, man, about what we have coming into the season
Yeah,
and our
for
potential on
sure.
paper, bro. Like, I mean,
Absolutely.
I think I could maybe take maybe like another month of this, man. Like, obviously, but the season don't start soon in November. At least in preseason, bro. I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to focus a little bit on football or something, bro. Like, cause I'm a little bit dead in the water, bro. Talking my head off about, man, what we gonna do. We just got to get out there and do it. I'm not even really. To me, like, whether it's Ben Simmons, whether it's Spencer Dinwiddie, man, that's gonna have the ball in their hands, man. I really don't even care at this point, man. My
Yeah.
only thing is hell bent as a unit, bro. Like, in the depth that we have, bro. Like, as long as we end this whole charade, man, about the past teams that we have and the past failures that we have, and erase this shit forever, man. So we can get niggas to
Yeah.
stop talking about it on these different pages and mocking my team, man. That way, I won't even have to come through and talk about my team. My team will talk for itself, and I just show up, man, with all my net shit on in black and white. You know what I'm
Talk
saying? So
about it,
like, man,
man.
like,
Yeah.
so but breeze, man, it's been a breeze, obviously, man. Like, but I'm a breeze out, man, and go put this shit on the damn charger, man, because this shit's getting cold, man. I'ma holler at you soon, bro. Like, I'm gonna try to get my other videos on my channel, Lee 4788 at
Tag it.
YouTube,
Share it to
man.
my
Like,
page.
tagging on the channel, man. Y'all
Subscribe
make
to
sure y'all
Lee
punch
page,
in.
y'all.
Barry Katie is bitch made. Shout out to Kev, man.
Shout out to you,
And
Lee. Shout out to
I'm,
you.
yeah. I'ma holler at y'all.
All right.
All right, yo, later, Lee.
Later.
Shout out to Barry, man. He was right about the trade. If y'all want to know about trade scenario, shout out to Barry, man. He know basketball. But before we go, man, listen, you know what? Y'all got it, man. I'm not even gonna do it, man. Shout out to Kevin Barry. They say they're the number one duo.
Who the number one duo?
Yeah, all right. Look, man, we gotta see. Y'all only play like one duo. Besides, I play one duo. That's it. So I guess y'all. I guess you know. Shout out
We
to
Who you
played,
shout,
we
talking about?
played, yo, we played a bunch of people, man.
so
Whether it was
y'all never lost to no other duo.
nah,
Who?
like
Yeah,
me and
yeah. Y'all
Barry,
say y'all was.
we
Oh, you talking
played,
about? Oh, you're
we
talking about.
played
Oh,
like
I was thinking basketball.
we
Oh, you
played
talking
a
about
bunch
us?
of
Oh,
we played a bunch of 2-on-2s
oh
against.
yeah, yeah. Of course, we the best duo. Come on, come
Yo,
on.
bro, we played a bunch of 2-on-2s, 3-on-3s, 4-on-4s. We played five on
I'm ready
five
again,
people.
man. Anytime
So,
y'all
bro,
ready, man.
I ain't gonna
listen,
lie. Part
I
of the
played
reason
with
why I've been
Barry,
I've been
and
busy.
I think like we lost probably
Two
two
times
games,
probably.
2 games in both those times that we played in both those days, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, nah. I've been busy for sure. So shout
No,
to
it's all
Kev,
good.
shout to Barry. They do be ready to play. I want to have a partner as a duo to
Joffy.
consider them the best duo. We'll see, man. Shout out to Joffy, man. Y'all ain't about to do
Shout out to
my
Josh.
guy like that, man. Shout out to Joffy, man. That's my dude, man. He a Nets fan. He usually, you know what I mean. Shout out to everybody's pulling up for the off season too, man. Like Leaf said, basketball for real for a while. I'm glad we got
And shout out to the Liberty. The Liberty.
yeah.
They
Oh yeah, the Liberty they won the championship. They beat the Aces. Oh man,
yeah,
I missed
Yeah,
that game.
they blew the Aces out,
yeah.
and they were losing by 2 at halftime.
But was that the championship?
Nah,
Championship?
nah, nah,
No,
nah,
no,
nah. That
no.
was the tournament.
This
Okay,
tournament.
because I said it saying commissioner championship. I was like, huh?
Yeah, the Commissioner's Cup, but I think that's just the like the in league tournament.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
So I think after now it's just the playoffs after that.
Oh man, that's a whole nother
And that's
conversation.
funny because I was asking Mike because as far as the WNBA, I'm just now starting to like
Come
this
around to it.
year. Yeah, like this year, I've always been a Liberty fan, but I never really followed. You know, like I've watched games here and there. I know what's her name is. I always have a hard time pronouncing her name.
It's
Yeah, I know
Scott.
what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the point
The
guard.
next
She
one.
nice. She nice, bro.
Yeah.
Like I love her, bro. She
Yeah,
is
Stewart
nice.
and that's cool. Stewart, see, he
And
said Stewart
Stewie,
had better too.
obviously, she's a badass. But yo, they got some talent, bro. Like other than
Yeah,
those guys, like they have a
Yo,
really they
image, they
have
win
a
the
really
championship.
deep they have a really deep roster. Pause. They have a really
yeah,
good roster.
The image they win the championship, that would be crazy.
No, they
yeah,
can win a championship before the Knicks and the Nets. That's for sure.
yeah. Yo, but nah, but what? And two things for certain. Yo, I think that because they're winning, they creating a fan base, low key. You know, I'm even becoming a fan. I vlogged a game or two. You know,
Yeah, for
I'm
sure,
not
bro.
saying I'm the biggest fan. I'm not, but I'm definitely interested in the WNBA and female basketball as a recent, like as
Yeah.
in like I've been hearing, you know, you hear others of it, this and that. Start checking it out. My dude, he be telling me about it. He be going to the games. You know what I'm saying? I be low key hype. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, I like word across and then the, you know what I mean? Like so shout to him, man. And I'm gonna leave off saying Brockwork. I like this comment. Brockwork's comment. He said, "What makes the Nets crazy, in my opinion, is length on the starting lineup and the bench, and everyone is a young athlete and have chips on their shoulder." And yeah, man, I totally agree, man. I feel like the Nets do have something to prove, and that's the chip on their shoulder. And especially with somebody like Nick Claxton and being he got the most. He's the veteran right now. You know what I'm saying? For the Brooklyn Nets, you know that's how young we are. So but I think he becomes the voice. But he's a real soft spoken guy. I don't know. I just look at us like a collective with something to prove. But shout to Brockwork, man. Shout to the panel, man. Shout to Barry and shout to Kev, man. Word, man. I thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, man.
Word, man. I'll stay long if I could, man. I'm
Nah,
out
that's
though,
cool because I'm
man.
about to go to sleep anyway. All
Word, man. Facts later, y'all.
right, man. Later.
Big fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Look at this.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y.
Right, that ain't big.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y.
The top podcast. Everybody get